Good point. We don't have a factory in Lima.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking Cairo.
Okay.
Go
I
to
think Cairo.
Johannesburg,
Yeah, and we can
Kinshasa,
start
and Lagos.
Yeah.
Start in Riyadh.
Oh no, you can start wherever and just fly to Cairo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
also dependent on what things get placed when I click on the old
That's completely
setup.
true.
Yeah, let's do the setup. We're on 0 funding, yeah? Yeah.
Still.
Because we're just so damn talented.
No,
Oh,
it's just
I saw a
okay, doesn't
vaccinated. I
wanna
saw
give
another
us money.
vaccinated.
Also,
Oh,
we'll have to sabotage Shanghai at some point.
That's just Hong Kong on free. That's not bad. Everything else is
Sao-
just 2 or 1.
Sao Paulo's on
Paulo's
3.
Oh, so I didn't know it's that one. Oh, damn it, Sao Paulo. Why did you have to be on free?
Oh, that's the fucking worst case scenario as well.
Is as well.
Ugh, maybe we nuke Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Okay,
needs to
so
be
what?
vaccinated.
In the best of times.
So I mean, it looks like we're going to be doing random characters because our previous ones aren't any use here.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Tom keeping the immunologist is still going to be really helpful.
Well,
for us.
let's see what we get.
Is that some sort of search person?
Buzz.
Those are really good.
I think there was a search person. How to turn when no proper mouse. Thank you.
Yeah, generalist is good.
So I can just build struct.
What?
With any. That's fine. As long as
Maybe
it's
it would have been
all-
good to have a military guy to get rid of infected more efficient than the vaccines, but this is fine.
I mean, I can sabotage military bases good though.
You can? With what?
Yeah.
The
I just need a color instead of the direct mats.
lovely shady
Yeah.
background. Love it.
I didn't even remember us getting that.
No.
I mean, at least I can just build more. I can build another.
I mean,
vaccine.
we could do the
factory.
we could do the vaccine stuff.
if you want to do a mulligan, we can mulligan.
We can try a mulligan if you want a mulligan. I don't mind.
I mean, I'm happy with what I've got. If you want to switch,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and switch.
okay.
Get some
Here's
more
another
card
random
action.
one.
That's Barb.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty cool. And you're a military girl, so
Oh yeah, Bob's
Yeah.
good.
yeah, I like that.
All right then.
Good old
Okay,
Bob.
someone please rotate Barb's card for me. Thank you.
Okay, now since you've mulligans, you need to put one card on the bottom of the deck.
No, Alan.
I haven't got any cards on me apart from Barb.
Not playing magic.
That's gonna make this a lot easier.
Still being stared at. Wait until supper. That's
I
in
don't know
half
why,
an
but
hour.
the name Barb just reminds me of Star Trek Lower Decks for some reason.
I'm not
Reminds me
watching
of
it.
Stranger Things.
Season 2 is currently being shown / released for Lower Decks.
Indeed, it's worldwide.
Oh my god, it's so good! Anyway, so we've got to set up our cards.
Yeah.
If everyone is ready, because we've got the
Mhm.
epidemics.
I am
Let's see. Let me just check if there's nothing else you're missing.
We'll set the cards up. Which vaccines we're going to put where? Are we going to put them in Cairo, do you think?
Yeah, Cairo
That's what I was
makes sense.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can
I'll stick vaccines in
move to
Cairo.
Okay, yeah.
Khartoum, cure
No,
Jahan,
we can deal out.
then like move to Lagos and
Deal.
hopefully draw an aerosol. Now that Sao
Get me.
Paulo is that fucked up, maybe one of us could get an aerosol and
Yeah.
it would
I've
probably
got an
have to be.
airlift.
Wow.
Okay.
Miami's vaccinated, Bogota's vaccinated, and Kinshasa is not.
And I've got a grassroots program on Miami as well, so
Oh, okay. Well, look, I have an aerosol unit. Maybe on like on my time, because getting into Sao Paulo is going to be really hard because it's a fallen city. Unless I'm airlifted in on my turn, and then I can just slam out the aerosol unit and cure it all with one tick.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. That sounds
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah,
That
because
sounds really
it's. Can you use it on a fallen city though?
Yeah, airlift.
You just need to have one vaccine, though.
It's magic.
yeah.
It's not a direct or charter flight, so airlift's
No.
it. Airlift's just magic.
Yeah. Okay. So where are we starting? We're going to start in Riyadh? Or Riyadh?
It doesn't matter
can
where we start. We
anywhere.
can fly to Cairo for the same movement as Riyadh anyway.
St. Petersburg
Yeah.
might be good.
So it's. I mean, I was thinking Bangkok. Just get rid of that 3.
If we start in Bangkok, we're all going to get scars on our first turn.
Oh, wait, didn't do that.
Yeah, it does look good, but yeah, we do need
I mean,
to take care of Hong Kong.
we can
Yeah.
move to Bangkok and then Hong Kong and then take 2 of Hong Kong.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look at our search track right now. Let's see
I'd
how we're
say
doing for that. We have no
St.
reds, so we
Petersburg.
have made 0 progress.
There you go.
So I mean,
Good.
St. Petersburg sounds okay then, because we've got 2 2s in that area, and someone can go and clear out Hong Kong.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
carry on St. Petersburg.
1.
Okay. Also, Tom has a bioreactor as well, so again, he can discard that card to make free vaccines at any vaccine factory.
Really
Who-
turbocharge.
Free.
1.
Are we doing numbers?
Actually,
2.
got 1, 2.
Free.
I said 2. so
4.
4.
That's
There's always the
Tom.
person who doesn't pick a number gets it.
I know. Oh,
That totally wasn't
where
biased.
is that main coon gone? Oh, she's over there.
Right.
She's staring at me, wanting food.
So just pointing out here, I have C4 that I can sabotage a military base, which we can do
Nice.
for Moscow if we
Yeah,
wanted to.
Just go get Johannesburg before it gets because if that gets a faded figure on it, it's going to be a right ball ache to fix.
It's not an action for him to do it, so he can
Yeah, but
discard Kolkata
Oh, I see.
to.
No, he has
It
to.
has
He
to
has
be
to
in
move
Moscow, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's full. It's like his full 4 turns to go cure Johannesburg right now,
Yeah.
Is it?
and that's like number 1 priority.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to not having a mouse, proper mouse.
No, 'cause I'd-
Use a trackpad.
It's
It
2
takes an
to
action
Cairo.
pick them up.
One to pick them up and 1 to go to Khartoum. So I can
And
cure it on
you
my...
have to move to Cairo first as well. So
Yeah.
1, pick up,
2,
move to Khartoum,
3.
3, and then cure Johannesburg for 4.
Yeah, so I'll take
That's
all his
4.
action.
That will exactly.
Oh,
Or-
da-da-da.
Are we perhaps
Or-
forgetting that he's friends with Amanda? That means nothing.
That's the top 2. Oh yeah, you can check the top 2 cards now. That is fun. We can do that. Let's do that.
I mean, the question is,
Amanda,
who's Amanda?
Right now.
Oh yeah, no, we can't do that. Alan, why did you like deliberately mislead me like this?
I told you it
Yeah.
didn't mean anything. You just ignored that bit.
When you said it didn't mean anything, I thought you meant, but it doesn't give him an extra move. It just lets.
No,
him look at the top
I
bit.
mean, it meant nothing.
Okay, so I think I know what I would do if I was Tom,
Yeah, I think we need to make Johannesburg the
but
priority.
it's up to
So-
you.
So
and
do
I
you want me
only-
to... Do you want me to play Bioreactor now to make another 3 in Cairo? So that then when I pick it up, I've got 6, and then I should have more than enough to
Yeah.
do... Because then when I'm in Khartoum, I can do 1 for Johannesburg, 2 to Kinshasa...
You can only do 1 distance a
You
turn.
can do 1, yeah.
No, yeah,
You
no,
can
no,
keep all your
no.
moves.
No, I spend the first of my turns to get into Khartoum with 6 vaccines, and then my next turn, distance cure Johannesburg, move
Or you
into
can-
Kinshasa, and then cure Kinshasa.
And then you can kill Lagos on
kill
top.
Johannesburg on your turn, on your first turn.
Wait, where does
So
the...
one turn, one move, one turn, one action to get to Cairo, 2 actions to pick. Well, a second action to pick up the vaccines, 3 to move into Khartoum, and then 4 to cure Johannesburg.
Yeah, and then on his next turn, if he
Kill
has
Kinshasa and
if-
Lagos.
yeah, and he needs 4 vaccines total to be able to do that on his
So
next
it's,
turn.
so it's 1,
So, yeah,
I
2...
think it's worth
Bioreactor.
getting rid of the bioreactor.
No,
Yeah.
Tom, you can fly from the research station in Petersburg to Cairo.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, I am such a
movement.
dumbass.
Also, if you are going to put a bioreactor to pick up more vaccines,
Yeah,
I think
we leave.
I
we
think go
leave
for
I
it.
one
did,
for
I did,
James.
yeah.
I did
take
see...
4, maybe 5. I mean, I'm probably going to be going to SN and picking one up there. I can fly to anything and then pick it up.
I'd say
without really
take
messing up
5
the plan.
just in case Lagos or Kinshasa end
Yeah.
up getting flipped
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to hedge our bets.
Right, I've added 3 more vaccines to Cairo.
That's a starting vaccine factory marker, not a vaccine. You-
I'm a dumb.
They're the same thing.
they're all orange to me. Really?
Right, so 1, 2,
There should
there.
be 6 here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be 6 there.
So I think you should take 5, maybe 6, depending on how sure you want to be that we cure Africa on your second
Yeah.
turn.
I will 1, 2, 4. Yeah,
I mean,
I'll just leave it
if
as
we cure
5.
Africa, we'd have to also cure Algiers as well.
2. So that's then 3, and then we do Johannesburg. Get rid of 1. And then Johannesburg should now be cured.
Cool. Derp, doop, and
Suck
baboop.
on that, Johannesburg.
The perfect size as well.
Oh, that's because we duplicated a load of them. Like the 16 ones that Tom copied and put back in there, are all the right size now.
Nice.
Cool.
The
Right.
efficiency. Now he needs to draw some cards.
Well, I put some vaccines down because that's the best job I can do.
Oh, but did you put one in Essen?
I'm about to
Ooh.
put one in Essen. I almost forgot about Essen.
Oh, Buenos Aires. That needs to get faded on it. You know, why did you draw that one?
God, Tom.
Ain't that some shit?
I just want to see the world burn.
Well, I'll draw
God,
2 bad cards.
All right, top card, which is New York
Vaccinated and
and Lima.
vaccinated.
nice.
Fucking love vaccines.
I know.
I mean, like
That's-
a third of the map is vaccinated now.
That's what you get for not believing in me.
You should believe in the heart of the cards, Tom.
That's what I did.
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah,
And look what happened.
That's not what you said last time. You said you didn't believe in the heart of the cards last time.
Well, I believe in them now.
Good.
Anyway, it's your turn. So stop having a
Right.
go.
We haven't planned this far ahead. What the heck am I doing?
Well, so you're the quarantine specialist, so you should probably do 3 actions worth of
Quarantine
something.
Sao Paulo.
Yeah, 3 actions worth of something, and then quarantine Sao
Oh,
Paulo.
wait, hang on. We have an aerosol unit in the We have an aerosol unit in St. Petersburg. What if you grab that? Move? Oh no, that's not. That wouldn't leave you with one to quarantine.
Plus, I've also not got a card that I could put the aerosol unit onto.
Absolutely true. Ignore
Yeah.
me.
You could go to Hong Kong and cure that.
Yeah. So I can go. It's 1, 2, 3. And we have a thing where we can just cure all the cubes from Hong Kong straight away, can't we?
Yeah.
Yep. Crimson Tide is easily wiped away.
2, 3. Arr. Bada bing, bada boom.
Extra absorbent.
Yeah. I don't need someone to click cards for me because I am using the trackpad. I've got 2 more yellows, god damn it. Lagos needs 1, and I think Cartoon
Cartoon is vaccinated.
No, cartoons vax.
is fine. Excellent.
You see, this is
Oh,
why we
that's a real
told Tom to
pisser.
get 5.
Yeah.
Which I did
But
take 5.
It unfortunately does
And-
stop him being able to cure both of them next go round, though.
Yeah. I do have another bioreactor as well, so I can put more vaccines down anywhere.
That'll probably be useful.
Yeah. And
I think
okay,
it might.
and then
I think it might be worth someone going over to North America and doing the vaccinating over there, because you're close to Atlanta, and then you can go
we do
straight
need to
down
destroy the
to.
research station in Mexico City.
Unless it
The
takes 2
military base.
actions.
That's it.
We don't.
Okay,
We
Uh,
don't need
I
to.
can.
We don't
I
really
oh,
need
no, I
to.
can.
though.
Mexico City's
It's
yellow.
gonna
I can't
cost
do
us
it.
2 actions though to cure Atlanta.
So, well, it's gonna destroying the military base is gonna take an action, so we're not gaining anything from this
I
because we
know,
only have to
it
vaccinate
doesn't-
one city. Because we only have to vaccinate one city, it's not really the only time it would save us is if Atlanta gets a faded figure on it, so we have to vaccinate it multiple times.
True.
In that case,
So
maybe
I'm
we
hearing
think about
is
it more.
vaccinate Atlanta.
I mean, if we can, that's our
Also-
objective.
Yeah.
Don't waste time
actually-
destroying
actually
the
you need to draw
military
your bad
base
cards.
to make it easier
Yeah.
to vaccinate Atlanta. Then we can just
Ah.
vaccinate
Yeah.
Atlanta, right?
Karachi.
That's
Ah,
actually very good.
I wanted ones that are vaccinated. God damn it.
I mean, the one we really need to lose is Shanghai,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
we've got
'cause we've got
3 in that
three in
area.
that
We need
area.
to need
Exactly.
to go.
That's worth it to destroy.
Yeah.
All the
Well, if I
others.
draw a
are
red
nice to
card, I
have.
can.
Yeah, we're efficient at blowing things up.
Right.
I'm a good all-rounder.
Right, is it Alan's turn now?
It
It's Alan's
is.
turn now,
So
yeah.
now I need to figure out what I'm doing.
You could vaccinate Atlanta. I think that's a relatively high priority if we want to search this
Yeah.
search this game.
Well, we need to get some
Yeah.
red cards first, and no one's got any red cards yet.
Mm. But it feels like because you can just go like 1 to SN,
Yeah.
pick up some stuff, move to Atlanta, and bam, be done.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be my entire turn actually.
Mm.
That works.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, since it does have the military base in that area, if it does get a vaccinated figure, if we let it ride and it gets a figure on it,
Yeah.
it's going to be real
Wait,
annoying
if
to
we
deal
pick
with.
up those vaccines, do you want 3 more for anything?
I think it would be useful to do now anyway, so other people can
Yeah.
jump to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Let's see. Let me. I'll take 3, I guess.
Oh,
mean- I mean, just-
it takes 4 cards of each color to get to the search party thing. It's like with curing the diseases. That's a nice little bit of mechanical
It takes 6
symmetry.
cards. It takes 6 cards.
6
Because
cards.
Yeah, there's 2. Well, apart from obviously this thing here. Obviously, if you go further, then I didn't mean to pick it up. I
If
said
it-
picked it up.
It's 4 cards if it doesn't advance any further,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
6 cards of each color.
Yeah. Until it gets to Cold Trail.
Yeah, and then you can't do it. All right,
Anyway,
that's your
so
turn, Alan, yeah?
I mean, I'm gonna do the thing
Oh,
now.
yeah. Do the thing.
Okay. Eh.
Oh,
Yeah. There we go.
Sydney's
That's
another
what
one
I'm
of
gonna
those.
do.
Which cities?
North
Nice.
America is cured,
Yay!
and then let's draw my cards.
Yay! We got 2 reds.
Okay,
That's all
cool.
we
Next
need.
turn, I can get rid of Shanghai.
Sweet. And you could advance the search one if you really wanted to.
I can't this turn,
Oh, yeah.
but next turn, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
How's that main coup gone?
Perfecting.
Eight
Delhi,
points.
Buenos Aires.
Oh,
Oh.
Buenos Aires has got 2 on it now.
That's annoying.
I don't like that.
Oh well, at least now if Buenos Aires is in the pile, then that means vaccinating it is going to be really good for us in this game.
Nice.
There we go.
Well, I mean, we'll have to see what ends up happening with the next epidemic timing, because we're unlikely to get all those 15 next time around anyway.
That's true. Okay.
Over to
so
you.
My
And
turn.
you have.
Hang on, have we put vaccines down, by the way?
Don't lift me yet, Alan. I need to get the
Right,
vaccine
cool.
first. Don't lift me yet. I do not consent.
Well, it's your turn.
Yeah, I
Well,
need to
your
get
turn's
my
already
vaccines.
started.
I need to get my vaccines first.
Oh, God. So slow.
You didn't even tell me it was my turn. You're just like, I'm airlifting you, bitch. You was like,
I drew the infecting cards. That automatically makes it your turn.
And I was I was waiting for a gap in the conversation to say, I'm moving to SN and then taking these 3 vaccines. That sounds
You don't
right,
need
right?
our permission to move to Essen. Just do it.
Oh, should I go to Cairo and get 4? Because if I'm spending 1 on Sao Paulo, and then if I have 4, then I can maybe go to Buenos Aires and cure, and now vaccinate that my next turn.
You could.
So I'll take
potentially do that.
4.
Oh,
Now, I really wish I was in Sao Paulo right now.
I would
hey,
put an airlift.
Hey,
Wow.
James, how would you like to go to Shanghai instead?
No. Alan, do the guess what?
Guess what?
What?
You're in Shanghai right now.
Oh my god! No, I'm going to Sao Paulo. Here's Alan. Then when I am there, I shall spend 1 vaccine and 1 aerosol unit to
Thanks. Wait 15 minutes.
do this whole bitch right the fuck up.
Yeah. Zoom out. There we go. Okay.
And that's only 3 of my moves, so who wants to be moved a
What are
space?
you laughing at, Kiro? You could move B to. Can you destroy a thingy from anywhere on the board, B? Have you got to be?
You can move me to Shanghai, James. You could.
I can indeed. Would you like to be in Shanghai? So you can destroy Shanghai?
Yeah, it's for the best. Actually, wait, I'm military anyway, aren't I?
You are.
But then you would have to like go to Mexico City.
No,
or something.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
Yeah.
why. I thought I had something that made me a military person.
do you consent to being moved to Shanghai?
Yeah, sure.
Shangshaw. All right.
Hmm.
Okay. That was 4 moves. 4 very efficient moves.
Draw cards.
And yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I could draw now. I must. And there's an epidemic.
James.
I also drew a resilient population. Do you want me to use this before we intensify?
It's not really
might
anything that's
be
going to
small.
pop.
So
we have
Unless
16 cards in the infection pile.
unless you get rid of
the
Buenos
things that-
Aires.
the places that we want to take care of now would be Bangkok, Kinshasa, Lagos, or Buenos Aires. All those are
Mhm.
ones that will be made more annoying.
Yeah.
As for actually colored ones, we do need to clean up blue at some point, but
Hmm.
that's not
Not too bad at the
that
moment.
pressing.
Yeah, we don't care enough about those to remove it.
Someone
I think
can
like
put the blue cube
Oh,
in
you
the
say that.
fire.
I mean,
maybe
if
Kinshasa or
goes in, we'll
Lagos.
lose the research station.
Because like if we get Kinshasa or Lagos here, that's gonna fuck up Tom's turn, right? Because he's
Yeah.
not gonna be able to. Oh wait, no, he's still not gonna be able to vaccinate both of them on his next turn.
No,
is he?
that is the pity.
Maybe Buenos Aires then, because if maybe we can just like leave that as it's okay. It's got a couple on it, but we know it's not going to go off. We can focus on the rest of the map, which is
I mean,
kind of
On the other
separate
hand,
from Buenos Aires.
Lagos and Kinshasa only have, well, one of them only has 2 cards to draw to get it, so it's not that bad. If you get the weird ways that there's a very low chance that Lagos and Kinshasa goes before we have a chance to do something about it.
Yeah, I
Buenos Aires
think
has a
right
much
now
higher
I'm not concerned about stuff like going epidemic. I'm concerned about
no, that's not what I
faded
mean.
figures getting onto
Yeah,
stuff and
there's a
being
much
annoying.
lower chance of Kinshasa or Lagos getting a figure added to it before Tom can do something about it because it's his turn next. There's a much higher chance of Buenos Aires getting his figure put onto it because we have to wait for a whole go around the board before you can do it.
Yeah, and even if Kinshasa or Lagos go, because I'm there with vaccines on the other side, I'm probably going to be able to clean up whatever Tom can't on his next turn. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking we knock out Buenos Aires might be the smartest play.
Yeah, that's what I
Thoughts?
think.
Yep.
And I feel like it's not too early to use it now, because normally you wouldn't want to use this until it's like really kind of dire straits. But right now, we're just kind of minimizing.
Though, have we?
We haven't drawn what yet?
The bottom card yet from the
No,
epidemic.
yeah, that
That's
might be
actually, we should do
idea.
that actually. Yeah,
So
that's a
what's
good
it?
point. Draw
It's
bottom card.
in draw bottom card, of course it is.
Hey!
I
love
Buenos Aires then.
vaccines. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of Buenos Aires.
Yeah, it's
There
so
we go.
good having
Got this thing.
like a third of the board just immune.
Yeah.
Right. There we go. We don't have to worry about Buenos Aires ever again.
So wait.
Until maybe later this next month if we really
I
fuck
need
up.
to intensify.
I must admit, I'm
what do we
quietly
have now?
confident.
Intensify.
We're not doing anything before I intensify, right? I need to double check
Nope.
this now after
Then
some
we're
bad
good.
experiences.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, we already did the thing we wanted
Yeah.
to do.
All right, and then I draw the top 2.
Beijing. Oh.
Good
I
thing we
guess
got
I'll
people
clear
there.
that up.
New
York!
vaccinated.
Nice.
I love this game. Is it just me, or is this feeling nice and relaxed right now? Does
It's
this
so
feel-
nice and relax right
It
now.
says we did such good groundwork the last couple of sessions.
We did, didn't
Yeah.
we? Good work, everyone. I'm proud
What
of
are you
us.
talking about later?
We're
Alright.
a team.
Yeah. Damn good.
Oh, yeah.
team as
Especially
well.
because we had all those quiet nights last time.
All right. Yeah, that's true. That kind of fucked us, though, didn't it? Because we just had.
In the end, it almost turned out really awkward, but then we had the answer to it anyway.
All right, that's my turn. Over to you.
It turns out you really want to pick up a lot of cards in between epidemics. You don't want to cry a night constantly.
Unless you got like a guy on there to just cure.
Hmm.
But even then, they can't cure
Right.
that often. It's mad.
Kinshasa. I will spend 2 vaccines.
And
To
2
cure.
actions.
So that goes in there.
That goes on there. I'm not that accurate about my mouse. Hang on a sec, Tom.
Get out of here.
Hey! You
You're
don't
in
see
the
me
way.
throwing.
To do.
You don't see me
Okay,
throwing your
hold on.
piece about the board.
Now you can put yourself on.
No, James is throwing me across the board. That's his whole thing. And then you have one action left, so you can get rid of that one on Lagos if you like.
So get rid of the Lagos. That should
And
keep
then we
things.
just need to hope that we don't get Lagos in the next go round. Or
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you should quarantine that if it doesn't go next.
In Tom's turn. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That way, we can guarantee that Tom can vaccinate it before he needs to go home.
Yeah.
So-
he needs to go home.
Well, he can go back to Cairo anyway, because then he
Yeah.
can
Yep.
cure Lagos from distance and then go Khartoum, Cairo,
Yeah.
and pick up more vaccine.
Yeah. I'm just putting more vaccines down, by the way, so I've done that already. Oh, we've got
Washington and
Washington and
Chennai. Then we got Sao Paulo,
Yep.
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong. Hong Kong just cleans you up.
Hong Kong,
It's all
Fury.
fine.
#1
Oh
super
yeah, I mean,
guy.
you're in the old Asia.
I am in the old Asia.
Asia.
So let's stick a quarantine down on Lagos. It's not like. Hang on a sec. Oh, okay. It's my phone, sorry.
So
I guess I
you
should
have
clean up.
you have
carry
3
on.
actions left. You could either walk to Bangkok, teleport to a vaccine center and pick up a lot of vaccines,
Yeah.
or you could go up and cure Beijing. Those are like the 2 most useful things I can see.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could go up to St. Petersburg and start treating blue a bit, but that's not really that
Yeah.
important yet.
Yeah. I mean, I could go and pick up the vaccines from Essen anyway, if they can stay around in the blue area and keep an eye on things. And if obviously things do get
Yeah.
a bit iffy, then I can then clear up I can clear up these places at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, because
So-
I can
Yep.
definitely treat Beijing regardless.
Yeah.
So it maybe saved me an action or 2, but then I still need to get out anyway later.
Yeah. While I'm in Bangkok, I could use my my grenade belt to remove the faded figure from in there.
Oh. That would be useful actually. That would make it easier for me to then vaccinate it.
Yeah.
Because I've
alright
still
then.
got 2 vaccines left. I could potentially fix it.
All right.
Yep.
So we'll do. I'll get in the bag. There we go.
Got in the bag.
2, 3, and don't pick up my own figure. 4. Okie pokey.
And then draw your cards.
Taipei. Where's the other one gone? Atlanta. There we go.
Okay, and then let's
Wait, didn't you-
put out some vaccines.
Didn't you draw Lagos?
I've had Lagos for a while. I think I had it
Oh.
my last go around.
Oh, I thought you just drew that.
Which is
No, that was-
I think the unfitted event is being a bit.
Yeah,
funny.
that's what put that one faded figure on there in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably should remember that now I think about it. Well, there's no
It's
chance of
fine.
Lagos going. Like,
It's keeping
but the
it
important thing is it's
safe.
very safe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I zoomed in too much. Sorry. Hang on. Wait. There we go. St. Petersburg. Damn it, St. Petersburg. And Bangkok. God damn it, Bangkok. I just cleaned you up.
Yeah, maybe
Why are you gonna do this to
I
me?
should have made you quarantine Bangkok instead.
Yeah.
Mistakes
There's a
were
nice idea in theory.
mistakes have been made.
All right. During your guys' goes, I'm just gonna go and get the cat supper.
Okay.
It shouldn't be too long, okay?
Yeah. I mean, I already know pretty much what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go
Yeah.
to discard Tokyo and destroy that military base once and for all.
Wait, did we do the? Oh yeah, we just did the
Yeah,
end of
that
time
was-
things. Okay, good job, good job. Goodbye, Shanghai.
Burn!
Like fire, hellfire. And
So that's
Beijing needs
1, then
under
2,
control.
3.
All for the low cost of 1 action.
Hmm.
Then I can teleport anywhere on the map basically because I've got Beijing.
Oh yeah. Anywhere that's not rioting
Or above, yeah.
or above, yeah.
I mean,
Which isn't a whole lot of places nowadays.
it's enough, but there's
It's
not
pretty
enough good spots for me to take because I could teleport to Bangkok and remove the one faded, and then I guess cure it next turn.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And then it leaves me free
Nice.
to move around a bit more. Or I could just plain hold on to Beijing and use it in Atlanta. Because there's no need for me to burn it now. Or I could put a vaccine center in there away from everything else.
That might be.
I don't think we really need any more vaccination places.
Well, I mean, we are
If
have 3
anything-
vaccines left in the bag as it is. We are going to run out of vaccines
yeah.
in place.
we can duplicate some more if we need to.
No, this is like a whole limit of the game thing.
Yeah, no, you can't have more vaccines than that.
Yeah.
It's not like faded figure stickers where we were supposed to have twice as many as we did.
Vaccinated city markers.
That's no. It was
Faded-
the... Wait, we
It
ran
was
out
the
of faded
vaccinated
stickers.
city, not the faded city.
Really?
Yes,
I thought we
it was the
ran out of
vaccinated
faded
markers.
stickers.
It was vaccinated markers.
Yeah, no, it was the vaccinated markers.
Oh, maybe you did both. I definitely remember we were out of faded city markers.
I don't think we ever ran out. I think actually
pretty
may have
sure
done
we
the
were,
math and
'cause
gone,
we
we
had
might
the-
not have enough.
It was when Jakarta outbroke, and we were like, we're out of faded city markers. What do we do now? I can get the VOD. I'm 100% sure on this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
We didn't run out. I actually did the math and so we didn't have enough for the whole map.
No,
So we made some more.
we didn't. We had way less in the whole map. We had like 20, and we ran out of them. I'm 100% about this, Alan.
Okay, so what do I do then?
I don't know. You're in a pretty good spot. So, how many moves do you have left on your turn?
I have 2.
Maybe just hold on to the red. Maybe we can use it for the searching.
Let's see. So I guess I just end up in Hong Kong and that's that.
Yeah. I mean, we need to keep track. We need to keep a handle on this stuff, on the regular diseases. Just at least a little bit.
I mean, that's why I took out Beijing.
Mm.
I'm
So please.
doing it. Then that means I just have to draw.
Oh, that's
And now I
a
have
good.
Bangkok.
That's a good selection of cards. That'll get us like 3 on the track. If we ever feel like it.
So then we just need to use up the last of the vaccines.
Everyone gets a vaccine. All right, my turn.
Nope.
Impact first. My
There
turn.
you go.
That's good. That's good.
I'm thinking I could go and clean up Buenos Aires with my full turn.
Yeah, we're gonna need to. I think that's probably
Actually,
the best
no, 'cause
chance.
we just removed Buenos Aires from the pool, didn't we? So that's a minor concern. So I could clear out Madrid to stop that being annoying with the Moscow.
You could go to Madrid, clear that, and then Algiers, and then clear that in your turn.
I couldn't do that. I don't.
Oh no, yeah,
it
because you got
takes
the
me 2
military
moves.
base. Yeah.
I could. See, I'm just looking at St. Petersburg a little sketchy. Okay. So that could be. I know you've drawn that. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, then I think curing Madrid is a good idea here. So I move to Madrid. I will expend 1 vaccine. Yeah, that spends. I have 1 move remaining. So I could move. I could charter myself a flight. Could move someone else. Do you want to be in Hong Kong, Alan? Would you rather be in Ho Chi Minh City?
I mean, not really. It's rather same to me.
Unless you want to move to Atlanta, and then you can get rid of the 2 reds and the black for the search.
Well, you can't move me to Atlanta. You cannot. You can only move me to Atsu.
Maybe I can because I can charter you a flight with my Madrid card. How is the rules around that?
It's a very good point.
You can.
What did we decide?
We would on it if it was yours, but
Oh, I see. So
I
I
just-
would need you to be on Madrid for me to charge you a flight from Madrid.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Hmm.
Could move to Algiers. Minor risk of no, isn't it really a risk of a scar because we know we haven't drawn Algiers yet, unless it's on the bottom. But that's a risk I'm willing to take just for a slightly better next turn. Okay.
Unless you do move B to Ho Chi Minh City, and then on his turn, he can then do Jakarta and Chennai.
Yeah, that would be good because that would completely invalidate Sydney as like as a what's the word, a like
Yeah.
transmissive threat.
Yeah.
There's no way it wouldn't.
Same with Buenos Aires.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Alan, what are you going to be doing on your next turn?
I mean, my plan was hopefully to cure Bangkok because I have 2 vaccines on me,
You do have 2 vaccines on you.
and then probably fly off to Mexico City and pick up more.
I didn't know you had so few vaccines. Otherwise, I might have said do build were a.
Well, I
something
mean, I would have only gone 1 vaccine in there because
no, because it would have been that would have been your last move. There would have been a whole cycle of turn. Oh yeah, we were out of vaccines.
yeah, we're out of
Right, you're
vaccine. That's the bigger thing there.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we did talk about this. I
We did.
remember. Okay, I'm just going to move to Algiers then. Because yeah, I think clearing Bangkok, because like Bangkok is in the deck, it's in the top few cards or whatever. That's a sensible option.
Yeah, I don't know why you wanted to move me to Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, I just thought you'd be better positioned to like cure Jakarta and Chennai or whatever. Yeah, if we're going off to Bangkok, that's the better choice.
Yeah, I'd rather get rid Bangkok. I'll find.
All right, I will draw my player cards. Whew, that's a relief. Lima is vaccinated. St. Petersburg is just a blue bitch right now. Then I'll draw the top 2 cards. No objections.
No, that's how it works.
Istanbul is vaccinated. Milan has 2 cubes on it. Okay.
Yeah, starting to look a bit scary in blue, but that's why Atsu's there.
The blue person in the blue place for the blue.
Now we just pick assigned vaccines. Hey, James, where do you want the 1 vaccine to go?
Then we need it in like
You
I
can
guess
pick
Assen.
center.
Yeah.
Okay, Assen it is.
Yeah, everyone else
Yeah,
has got lots.
you may notice that's the 1 vaccine you used this turn,
Indeed.
and that's how it's going to be for the rest of the game.
You get out what you put in. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We
Tom's
needed to
turn.
move the certs one along because of the epidemic.
Oh, is that on epidemics? I thought it was outbreaks.
No, it's epidemics.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh well, probably we won't get that this turn then.
Well, definitely not this turn. So, Tom, you can distance vaccinate Lagos and then head to Cairo and pick up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of how we can do this logically.
Indeed, logic.
If you're a Vulcan, it'll be easy.
Because now we've got nothing else to cure in Europe, so we can spend at least 1 turn curing everything else. So I can do Lagos on my turn, and then move up to Cairo. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then in Cairo, I could probably pick up. How many's there? 4. B, you said you're going to cure Bangkok on your next turn, aren't you?
Yeah.
So if I take.
I'm going to go head to Mexico City after that, I think, and pick up the vaccines from there.
Yeah, I'm just. Because I'm thinking of how many I want to pick up on my turn, whether to pick up 3 or 4. Because then what Atsu can do is she can then take.
Atsu has 5 already.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, you can afford to be greedy.
Yeah, you're the one that spends it best as well.
Okay, I'm trying to work this out logically. Okay, yeah, so I cure
First move,
Lagos.
just cure Lagos, yeah. That's just sort of a given.
Yeah, let's cure Lagos.
Wait, distance cure it though.
Yeah, distance cure it.
Well, maybe I want to move.
Yeah, you want to move
wanna
to cartoon.
Right.
Don't copy me, James.
I was on my end. I was saying that at the exact same time as you.
Then 2,
If you're saying it
3.
at the same time, it's like parallel emergence. It's like Newton and Leibniz.
You see, since you thought we said it at the same time, and there's a little bit of network lag, that actually meant that I said it first.
Yeah. Functionally the same though. I concede that yes, that is how reality works. But the point is, I came up with it independently, slightly after you. The classic Leibniz. So I deserve my name as well. Shotgunned onto yours for the formula.
No, I go first with the research paper.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4. That's your turn.
So I think. Yeah, if I'm thinking correctly, by Atsu's
think you
next
are.
turn, we should be able to cure everything apart from Buenos Aires.
Interesting.
Thinking ahead, because then
You
on
can do
Atsu's
Sydney?
turn. Yeah, so hear me out. Hear me out. So Atsu's turn, she can go straight to Baghdad and vaccinate Baghdad.
Yes.
And then on B's turn, you go to Mexico City, and then you could essentially come back and then cure Bangkok, can't you?
I mean, I'm gonna cure Bangkok and then go to Mexico City.
Or yeah. So
Don't we need
Bangkok
to
would be
keep-
cute.
St. Petersburg in check though. Wouldn't actually be doing some?
Yeah, she does need to do that. I mean, I could also do that instead of going game or vaccine.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we can take Baghdad out of the equation for now.
I feel like
Because-
definitely either
because then-
Atsu or Alan, preferably Atsu, needs to
This-
get St. Petersburg. on
So
their turn.
okay, so
James,
say
you did spend the extra action to vaccinate Madrid,
I
right?
did.
So-
I moved straight from Sao Paulo into Madrid, spent 2, and then 1 into Algiers. Otherwise, I could have cured Algiers as well.
okay,
if
so
it wasn't-
let's say this: if Atsu goes to St. Petersburg, B then does his thing by curing Bangkok and then go to Mexico. Then James, on your next turn, you can then, because you've got 2, you can then cure Algiers, move 2 to Baghdad, and then cure Baghdad.
Yep. That's
And
true.
then-
if blues are under control, I'm down with that.
Yeah, because then on my next turn, I can then go 1 to Bangkok, 2 to Jakarta, and then cure Sydney and Jakarta.
Sounds really efficient.
So
Sorry,
that's just,
I missed the first 2. So Atsu and Alan will someone be take care
so
of
as
St.
Atsu can
Petersburg
take
then?
care of St. Petersburg, and then
That's a
B
relief.
can do what he does with Bangkok. You do Algiers and then Baghdad, and then when it comes round to me, I can do Sydney and Jakarta.
That's
I
a
guess
great
I'd be in
plan.
a decent spot to do Buenos Aires as well.
And then the only one that we'll
100% behind
have,
that.
the only one we'll have left is Chennai, which we'll sort out when we get there, and then Buenos Aires. So by the next round of turns, we should, touch wood, be able to start thinking about the stockpile.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed to discard a card when I flew over to Atlanta.
So I think that sounds like the plan.
Perfect.
Cool. Right. I need to draw because I haven't
Now we
drawn
just need
yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's good. Oh, and you got
One-
an aerosol unit. That's
and one
useful.
quiet night.
Very useful stuff.
I mean, we can use that aerosol unit on Buenos Aires
Yeah.
because that's already got 2 on it, and it's not going to get any more. Then we've got the top card, Delhi, and Miami.
So when
Unless-
Atsu does get back, though, it is a guaranteed epidemic.
But
What?
I'm
Why?
still quietly confident.
Why is it? Wait, what's a guaranteed epidemic?
Because
Oh,
the
yeah.
stat says
Yeah.
it's 100%.
Sorry, I mixed up epidemic with outbreak again. Silly.
They're very different things.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Okay, I can see from Atsu's camera that she is not at her desk. Meow 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 meow
Um,
meow 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 meow.
Since we're going to be doing such a fantastic job on clearing out a whole bunch of faded cities, like Bangkok and, well, mostly Bangkok and stuff, it might be worth using the One Quiet Night on Atsu's turn, so we don't like get the epidemic, draw Bangkok, and then oh wait, Bangkok isn't even in the top 12, so we won't be drawing it. Perfect. We don't even need to draw it. The only thing that we could draw that would fuck us up would be like
Chennai,
Oh, wait,
Jakarta.
no, Bangkok actually fucking is that.
Yeah.
I saw Bangkok. I looked for the yellow cards because I
Yeah.
still feel like Coda is yellow. So yeah, use
It-
One Quiet Night on
It's
Atsu's
got
turn.
it's
so we
got
can't
faded
get
on it. There's
Bangkok
no other way
going.
for Bangkok to get faded other than drawing it.
Yeah, and that will mess up with our carefully laid plans of mice and men, right?
Yeah, because I only have 2 doses.
Yeah, that would really put a spanner in it. So yeah, I think the One Quiet Night just to let Alan get in and cure Bangkok, and then after that, there's like nothing we need to worry about in the infected deck. So I think it makes sense to use One Quiet Night then.
What?
I mean, it's mental.
Because St. Petersburg will be cured. There's no way to get. We're going to be getting more faded figures on, which is the really annoying thing right now. Everything else has like 2 on it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, so it makes sense just to use One Quiet Night on Atsu's turn right now. Atsu, it's your turn. We have developed an incredible plan. Would you
Okay.
believe us?
You better send me out of my seat.
Look,
Would you
everything will
believe-
be perfect as long as you don't draw an epidemic. That's what we really hope to avoid here.
that's a good setup, Alan. That's a good setup,
Okay.
Alan.
Right. What's my idea of what we're going to do here then? So I'm going to clean St. Petersburg up.
That
Nuke the
is-
world.
yeah. St. Petersburg first.
Nuke St. Petersburg.
One.
So I think we haven't
Am I
decided.
removing 1 cube?
I think 2 is the right choice here. What do you guys think, though?
Okay.
I don't know if that's
I mean,
part
if
of.
you remove 2, then when we quite likely draw St. Petersburg again, it won't be an issue anymore.
Yeah.
Milan and Paris still will be though.
Alright.
Yeah, I think 2 then, and then
Okay.
And then you
Move.
quarantine somewhere, I guess.
oh, yeah, quarantine expert.
Where should I quarantine?
Bangkok.
Yeah.
Bangkok. Okay.
Oh, no, we don't need we don't need to quarantine Bangkok. That's like the one thing we don't need to quarantine
Why?
Okay.
because we're going to be using One Quiet Night at the end of Atsu's turn.
Or
so
we can
drawing
just
it
not
as an
use One Quiet
impossibility,
Night.
and use the quarantine instead.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else could we draw of these? Because spoiler alert, Atsu, you're guaranteed to draw an epidemic this turn.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Sorry, I had to.
I am
It's
seeing the
necessary for
100
this
right there.
strategic. So we're going to draw something from this deck and the card that we flip from the bottom.
Yeah.
So the things that would be bad are anything that's Faded City, that's not vaccinated, which right now is
This off the
Bangkok.
table now, so
So is it just Bangkok that is 1
Just
faded
Bangkok.
and 2?
yeah.
Okay, I guess in that case we could hold on to One Quiet Night.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Just kind of. Yeah, it's an elegant solution. It's just like it just honestly feels like the last time we'll ever need to fear what we draw.
Okay. So am I going to quarantine Bangkok then?
Yeah,
Well,
quarantine Bangkok there.
I
Well,
mean, James, the reason we
I'm
should definitely
thinking-
hold on to it is because we're quite likely to draw 2 epidemics in quick succession coming up. Because this is probably as late as it possibly could be since
That's
it came
true.
up to 100%.
see,
That's why we hold on to the One Quiet Night till the next epidemic, and then we One Quiet.
I'll just tell you, my concern is that we're going to draw the Sydney card, and we're gonna like the Sydney player card, and we're going to get a faded figure on Sydney, and then that's going to
And so we
make it
draw
a
the
right
cards
ball
that
late
fall.
cure.
I think it's going to be
Well, we
fine
can't
because I can
If
still.
sorry, when we draw the Sydney player card, you mean
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
epidemic?
it only
card.
happens when we draw the yellow cards.
No, it's,
You mean
isn't
the
it any
infection
faded?
card?
I
No,
thought it
it's-
was when we drew any.
No, only
Faded City.
those.
No, it's
Okay.
only yellows.
Fair enough. Okay, then I don't care. Yeah, go for it. Let's quarantine Bangkok and not use One Quiet Night. Then I'm
Question,
convinced.
who has One Quiet Night? Because I'm not seeing it in anyone's hands. Oh, Tom
Yeah.
has it. It was just hiding behind something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's hiding his parallel.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll quarantine Bangkok then.
There we go. Great turn.
Okay,
And now
now
don't
just
draw
don't
the
draw the
epidemics.
epidemic.
Oh,
I'll try
I
not to.
sure hope you don't draw this. Oh, it's gonna be the one.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
You didn't try hard enough.
sorry.
could you?
I guess I didn't quite believe in the heart of the cards, I'm afraid.
It's typical quarantine specialist behavior.
No. Oh.
Oh yeah, you get to pick where the one vaccine goes. Where do you want the one vaccine on the map?
Oh, crap.
Cairo? Is it even worth like putting it in Cairo?
But in Mexico, since it's got the most vaccines.
No,
over there.
that's the last place we want it.
I mean, I'm going there next turn.
But you're not going to be able
Wait.
to use like 20 vaccines or however the fuck is in here.
You underestimate my action power.
I guess yeah, if it's anyone, it'd be you.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or Essen.
I think Essen, because like having one in Cairo is just like ugh. I don't even want to waste an
Yeah,
act.
How about we
getting
just put the
one.
one in the sea like it is right now?
Yeah, put it on the secret safe island.
Okay, I owe the man.
But for all intents and purposes, I say Essen.
Internet, guys, you just can't see it. Very tiny.
That's why it's so safe. It's got a barrier.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, no, we'll put it in Essen.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you need to draw the bomb card.
Yar. Kinshasa!
Ooh,
But it's
nice.
vaccinated, so we're fine!
That's lovely. Wait, are we letting Atsu press the buttons now, or
Yeah,
do you want me to?
Because she doesn't have her mouse anymore.
Oh, of
Yeah, well,
course.
I'm using trackpad right now, so things are still slightly difficult, but they're not that bad.
You're not as likely to double click as much. Okay.
No, I'm not likely to double click anything. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to try and like do certain things. Hello, links, by the way, but it ain't that bad. It's just I constantly zoom in and out sometimes without realizing it.
Oh, if you were
Okay.
worried that we drew Sydney off the bottom, I mean, we could still have done one quiet night anyway to stop us drawing it again at that point.
Bangkok quarantine marker removed.
Yeah. Just as
And
my plan
Delhi's now on
dictated.
free.
I can
Eh,
go to
eh,
sort out Delhi
eh.
next
Go on.
this time
Yeah.
instead.
Okay.
So that's our two. Over to me. So I'm going to walk into Bangkok, and I have to discard a card to do that. And then I'm gonna spend 2 to vaccinate it. That wasn't where I told you to go.
So I'm messaging my mum because she said to me last time I came down, by the way, one of your birthday presents is extremely obvious what it is as soon as you see it. And I looked at my present pile in my room and was like, nope, I can't tell. It's definitely not the Pandora box.
Okay, so now I have 2 moves left, and I can choose to either go. You know what? I'm gonna use my amazing power of forecast.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna read the future.
Oh no. What does Cairo is upside down and Miami we don't care about. Cool, we don't care about either of those.
That is rather
I
good.
think they're both vaccinated. Nothing
yeah,
will
they're
happen.
vaccinated. Yeah.
Okay, so then I can either go to Delhi and start dealing with Delhi,
Hmm.
or I can just go to Mexico City and stock up on vaccine.
Hmm.
I mean, we've already drawn Delhi anyway, so it's not like it's going to be a bit of a worry. So I'd say stock up on vaccine if you really want.
I'm the vaccine king.
Oh, I beeped something. That's
Okay,
fine.
let-
Nothing's paid, so it's good.
Let's draw my cards then, and then I can
Okay.
maybe do Atlanta sometime. There it is.
Where should we
Aye.
put 2 vaccines? Should we put maybe one Essen?
We have other problems right now. But yeah,
Yeah.
Essen and Cairo.
Okay. Not the
Well, we
whole
can-
bag.
I mean, it is technically also the whole bag.
Yeah, true.
So, see, this is why
Right.
I suggested we keep one quiet night.
Yeah, Because we don't
Yeah,
care about
worked out
what's going to be
nice.
infected next. We're fine. They're both of them have been vaccinated, so leave for one quiet night, Tom.
No. I drew an
Really?
epidemic.
Oh, you did? Oh, crap.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It-
Oh.
So that means Delhi is going to go.
Okay, so definitely do one quiet night then.
Yeah, so let's see what the bomb card is.
So on my turn, I'll need to go fix Delhi.
It's
Tehran.
cool.
Oh, we
So
definitely
those
do one
two
quiet
are
night.
both 100% going to go.
Yep.
And then Bangkok is vaccinated now, so that's okay.
Okay.
So move one quiet nighted.
I'm in Algiers. I could go.
Currently in St. Petersburg.
So, James, you can fly to Moscow and save a move.
How
Yeah.
can I fly to Moscow?
Because it's a military base.
Oh yeah. Oh, like from Cairo. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No, it would be 1, 2, and then treat for 3. So you can treat Tehran this turn.
Wait, would you?
Could do.
Yeah, I'm in Algiers. How can I fly to Moscow and then?
Oh,
move
sorry,
to-
I thought you were Tom.
Yeah. What I can do is go to Madrid and then charter. I know I can't charter to Tehran. That's
I think Atsu's got a really good idea.
Or
Yeah,
Delhi.
I could do grassroots program. I can, depending on which one James
Okay.
can cure.
yeah. I can cure.
move
I
one
can cure
cube.
Tehran.
Yeah, you can. So if you just get one off of Tehran and then one off, and then that gets you one off of Delhi, we're good.
Yeah, so I'll have to discard Karachi.
Well, I mean, at this point, we're pretty unlikely to actually finish the certs, but we'll get the vaccines done for next time.
Now let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cure. Wish I could do more, but this will stop. A chain reaction.
This will stop this will stop outbreaks happening. So.
And you've done and then you've removed one from Delhi.
Yeah, I've done my Delhi one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't do anything else on my turn, so I'll draw my player cards.
On the plus side, we do now have a bit of a gap while we wait for the next epidemic.
Yeah, now this is probably going to give us ample time to vaccinate everything.
Yeah, this is why I like holding off on one quiet night for the very short.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like that was
No, it's too late to go out.
that was necessary.
And never underestimate the quarantiner's power.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, no.
From downtown.
I just thought we had more stuff to worry about than like just Bangkok. So that was
Oh,
great.
we didn't.
Get away with just the
Have
quarantine.
Have you seen how much vaccine we've got?
I love it. I know it's the best. All right. So now I draw top 3.
Yeah.
3.
Which are Tehran. Two of them are Tehran and Delhi, right?
Yeah.
What a surprise!
The next 2 on the list are safe. They're both vaccinated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we only have 1 card to worry about next time, and even then it's probably not going to be that bad.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Right, over to you, Mr. Tom, crop vaccine specialist.
Well, that's sort of thrown a slight spanner in the works, but
Did throw a
it
slight
shouldn't. It shouldn't stop me from going to Bangkok, Jakarta, and then I can use one to cure.
I mean, your turn is spanner free. You can still
And
cure
then-
Sydney and Jakarta.
Oh, I already had one. Right.
We need one for Sydney as well.
I mean, I was prepared for his next move as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going to say
Distance-
Sydney.
Distance cure Sydney,
Distance cure
obviously.
Sydney. Yeah, definitely.
You'd never travel to Australia willingly.
Throw some shrimp on the barbie, mate. That sounded way too British to be Australian.
That was a terrible accent, mate.
Yeah, it's like Cockney.
Far away, Iarta.
Now you're sounding a bit Irish there, Thomas.
Okay.
Oh, but I have an Irish
yeah,
accent.
yeah.
Now you can draw your cards.
Jump in the Barbie to you.
But we're
Right,
gonna have to
okay.
discard.
So we got to get rid of one. What do we want to get rid of?
Thanks.
Get rid of one of the reds, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
Pagoda.
I mean, that's got C4.
Yeah, but we're not.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
I guess we need the
Nah.
yellows sooner than we need the blues, actually. Maybe a blue. Just looking
Or
at
the
the
sky
search pile.
blue. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean that's the next thing we have to actually worry about.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on the black, either the black or the red.
No, you, what?
I mean,
One, two.
B's got both black cards in his hand.
Does he?
I have a black card and two red.
Two red cards, even. Sorry.
The downside is though, when I
Um,
go into Atlanta, I need to discard a card.
Ah,
Oh, because the research center. Yeah.
Yeah, the star is coming to bite me a little bit this round.
yeah.
Uh,
I
so
don't really want to discard
I
any
can also
cards, to be
go
honest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, I
can
could
also
do.
vaccinate Buenos Aires as well. Next
I could
round, but I
do-
don't know if that's
I
useful.
could discard Buenos Aires 'cause I'm not really going to use the hazmat suit. But then it's whether we want to do the stockpile.
Well, I mean, we'll need lots of red and black for the beginning parts of the certs, but we don't need blue for quite a long time. That's why I'm thinking we get rid of a blue card now, and then by the time we get round to doing the blue ones, we'll either
Well,
have
we've
lost
got
or
we've
we'll
got
have drawn more.
we've got 7 blues already on the table. We've got
Yeah,
4
that's why I'm
yellows,
thinking.
6
That's why I'm
reds, and
That's why
2
I'm thinking
black.
we discard your blue now to make because we don't need that for a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay,
We don't
we'll
need
get
to
rid of the
cure
blue.
any
Still
of these
have 2 blues.
diseases.
Okay. And then we'll draw the top.
Cairo,
But
Miami.
We are so fucking good at this video
Weird.
game.
I mean, you say that
Maria's
we're
on 3.
dancing. We're dancing on the blacks.
Only
We
in
are.
Asia Minor. I know that's Asia Minor.
Alright. Okay.
So where do you want your
Right.
2 vaccines to go, Tom? I'm gonna suggest Cairo and Essen.
I would say, yeah, okay.
Because no one else is gonna want to pick up vaccines in America anymore.
No.
So I can either go to Atlanta, discard
Hang on,
my
it's
black card and
go.
do the first 2 searches, or I
Yeah.
can vaccinate Buenos Aires.
I think that's a good idea, just to kick things off, because I think
Okay, the certs. Okay,
because I
do
can
the certs.
still, because I think the plan now would be to use the aerosol unit on Buenos Aires,
Yeah,
and then you guys can
and you
then
do
focus
have
on
Buenos Aires
Atlanta.
cards, so you can just fly in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. You can like distance cure Chennai, fly to Buenos Aires, and vaccinate that.
Yeah.
That works.
Or I could,
Alright.
I could, I could fly to Bogota, and then use the aerosol from the distance.
I mean, you could, but you'd have to just walk to Chennai to vaccinate Chennai.
Yeah.
It kind of ends up being the same thing. It depends whether you want to end up in Bogota or Buenos Aires. I guess the answer is Bogota, so yeah, your way makes more sense.
But even then, I've only got 2 vaccines.
Yeah, but you only need 2.
Yeah. Because you spend
Okay.
1 vaccine with the aerosol unit and another vaccine for Chennai.
Oh, God, yes, yeah.
So
that's-
we figured out everyone's turn but Atsu's.
Yay! I guess
Uh,
my turn would just be quarantining things.
I mean, I think yeah, you need to
That's probably a good
start-
idea.
you need to work
Yeah.
on black. So if you go, you can treat Tehran
Yeah.
and then quarantine Delhi or Riyadh,
Yeah.
and then we don't have to. Then later on,
Yeah,
we'll
forget
have
about
less
them.
to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah. Alright.
We don't, and then after that, we only have Algiers and Baghdad to vaccinate.
Yeah. Cool. Alright then. I think it's Tom's go now, isn't it?
Tom's just finished.
Oh, Tom's just finished. Okay then, cool. So
I just
1,
finished?
2.
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
It's probably worth me taking 2 cubes off of. No, 1 cube because I got a distance cure, haven't I? 1, 2, yeah. 3 to take you off, and then I think quarantine Delhi because that would go into more things, wouldn't it?
It'd definitely be worse as well because
Yeah,
we don't have anything on Riyadh yet.
yeah, exactly. All right then. So 4, excellent. Draw. Johannesburg, we don't care about, and I've got Cairo. Okay.
Oh, wait,
and we've got what?
It does have stem cells if we wanted to cure anything, though.
Yeah.
guess
not
curing
that we
black
need to
might be good,
cure
actually.
anything.
Unironically, curing black is a pretty decent idea.
Yeah.
It might actually be
Unfortunately,
worth
those
it.
cards are in high demand.
Mm,
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah, we will need 6
And
Right.
black.
then
let's see what we get.
one Milan.
Milan's now in
crap.
trouble.
Two
Istanbul
Istanbul
is fine.
And New York is also fine.
Cool. We're slowly starting to have to actually deal with the other diseases.
I
Yeah.
don't want to.
So that makes it my turn, and I guess I'll have
Yeah.
to indulge Tom. So, is there anything else I can do? Oh,
Unless you. No.
let me see what we've got here. In equipment, because could you put some? There it is. Jeez, that took me a long time. Binoculars. Do we have any extras?
No, it's military. No.
Yeah, we don't.
Damn.
Oh, then I guess I'll just go to Atlanta.
I mean, you could direct flight from the vaccine factory to Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I'll do that. I still have to discard a card though, so I'll discard Moscow,
Yeah.
and then I'll discard these 2 deserts.
Bing bing.
We're on the
Nice.
way.
On the board.
Wait, hang on. We've had 3 epidemics now, haven't we? Have we increased? We have increased the thingy. What's
What?
it? Cool. All right.
Why? Someone move that. Yeah, we've moved them all up. So
Yeah.
we are now on 2.
All right.
I don't know why
You
someone
discarded 3 though, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to discard the black one to enter Atlanta
Yeah.
because of a scar I've got.
Ah, right. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now anyone with black cards can chuck them in. Then we need some yellows, and then some blues.
Yeah. Wish we had more blacks.
So that's 2 actions, and I have 3 left. So let's see. I
Wait,
guess I
didn't
can be.
didn't you start in Mexico City?
I flew to Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the shuttle.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
So then, okay, then I go 3, 4, and then 5.
Yeah.
Tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty.
And that's me. So let's see what we got. Put it on a black.
Delhi.
Well, I can get rid of Osaka and chuck Delhi into the certs. And then that's me. Let's see what we got on these 3.
Sao Paulo, Hong Kong, and Beijing.
Those
Cool.
ones are
Alright.
fine for now. Over to James.
All right. I'm thinking. So Delhi is quarantined,
Yeah.
and it's in the draw pile. Should I could go 1, 2.
You could vaccinate Baghdad.
Yeah, and then move into Riyadh and cure that for a cube. Yeah, I don't have any black cards, so I can't do any searching yet.
Yeah.
Does anyone need to be moved around? Because otherwise I'm going to go vaccinate Baghdad and take a cube off Riyadh.
That'd be all 4 of your turns to do all of that.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking if anyone wants to be moved instead.
I'm pretty mobile right now. I can just move on to Aston and fly away.
Okay. So you don't need it. Anyone else really need a move to make that plan work?
You can move Tom to Chennai and make his day a little bit easier.
Unless it's gonna like be like insanely good, I think it's worth just spending my 4 moves on what I said.
Yeah, because I can easily spend all my moves to get to Atlanta and discard Cairo to advance the search long one.
All right, so I'm vaccinating Baghdad.
Nice.
Why did you say Baghdad so funny?
We're saying all of these funny, isn't that the thing? Like we're saying Buenos Aires, like we're saying them all wrong, aren't we? Okay,
Probably.
and one on Riyadh. Okay.
Ryad.
Nice.
No, I just yeah, that's right. Riyadh. Yeah, nice.
If I could roll my R's, I'd go Riyadh.
Riyadh.
That's it. I wish I
Alright.
could roll my R's.
Then I can draw my cards. Hopefully not an epidemic, but
Hopefully not. Oh, now look at that. What have you got there if that's an unfunded event?
I've got the
Oh,
nuclear
you-
option.
Yay!
Oh, why do we put? Oh, I guess.
Something.
Oh, that's right. Cartoon was taken, so we couldn't put on cartoon.
Oh, I can't nuke Buenos Aires because I already removed it from the pile.
Ah.
Oh, what a shame.
I suppose you could
I mean,
theoretically
basically,
still do
removed from
it.
the game entirely, so it'd never go back into the deck.
Yeah.
Like, destroy it. It never
Yeah.
gets
But then,
drawn again.
but then we also lose the Santiago card, so we can never fly to Santiago again.
Yeah.
You might as well kill me.
We gotta go to fly to Santiago for our holiday when this is all over.
Yeah.
Alright, and I also got a research station grant, so I don't know. Think about that.
Not really need that, eh?
Well, it could be useful for like a quick transport to another thing if someone's out in the middle of nowhere. And
Yeah.
needs to zip
Yeah.
to it.
That's what it's.
That's
That's
literally
what
all
it's
it's
good for
for.
now.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I draw top 3.
Yep.
No, we've got no event cards to do for them yet. No.
Nope. St. Petersburg, Kinshasa, and Karachi.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Come back here.
Wait, there's only 4 for
Hmm?
each color card left, like in the deck. Or 3 for the yellows.
I mean,
We've
we
got
have a
quite
big
a
stockpile of cards now.
Yeah, we've got a few.
It's
Then the
tight,
problem
though,
is
'cause we're
I'm
need
gonna-
6.
Yeah.
We're gonna need 6 blacks to catch them.
So it's at the point now where I'll finish off Algiers because I have no cards,
Mm-hmm.
and Tom is going
feel
to take
like-
care of the other 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
have
feel
to
like we're gonna
dis-
vaccinate everything pretty
Yeah,
soon.
Yeah.
we've got. So you guys now are both on search duty. You don't
Mhm.
need
Yeah,
to
but
worry
I'm
about
gonna have
vaccinating anymore.
yeah, because I'm gonna have to discard
Okay.
one, at
Gotcha.
least one, at the end of my turn.
I'll search and maybe stop black from going mad.
Yeah.
So if I do one to
Distance
ch-
cure. Well, you can
one-
distance cure tonight.
No, he's not distance curing tonight. He's going to distance cure Buenos Aires so that he
Oh.
can
yeah,
be closer to Atlanta for next turn.
Okay.
2.
Does he have an aerosol?
Yeah,
He
he has an
does.
aerosol.
Ah, perfect.
So he
Then
won't
I
be
go
discarding
to-
cards at the end of this turn.
Got a big
I like
Pagoda.
it.
Then it's
Wait,
flying to
CC4.
Pagoda.
No, I'm using Pagoda to
Oh,
fly to
Pagoda.
Pagoda.
Yes.
And then I can use distance cure with the aerosol unit.
Yep.
Beautiful little moon maneuver. You're conducting a maneuver.
So now we only have Algiers to cure, and then we are halfway there.
Nice.
I've got I've got Algiers ready. It's in my sight.
You know what? I'm feeling like it might have been smart to let more of the world get infected with Coda so we could vaccinate them.
Exactly. We can just
But
ignore
Tom, I
the
said-
rest of them.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Well, we do have a
Cool.
nuclear option
If we get a bit scuppered or something.
I mean, don't worry, we can still make Coda infect the whole world if we just let Algiers go to shit.
That's what I was saying. Maybe you could not, Alan.
Ooh.
You know how we're fighting against this evil organization using Coda for their own means and ends? Maybe we should do that. That seems like a pretty good plan.
Oh, but they have crazy mutant Coda.
That's
Yeah.
true. In Atlanta somewhere. That's why we're searching for it.
Yeah, I took a
Right.
stroll, but I found some scenic views.
Ooh, Feral Perry is looking dangerous again.
Oof.
I'll take
Okay.
care of it.
All right, cool.
Right, that's my
Right, so
go.
it's my go. So 1, 2, zip to Atlanta, and chuck in an old Cairo.
That's about as best we can do.
Yeah.
So the,
Cool.
yeah, so
We
the
will
blacks
draw
and the
some more
reds.
relevant cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not relevant. That's
Oh,
not relevant at
binoculars!
all.
We got the binoculars. That's going to be useful.
Nice. But we also got an epidemic.
Well,
I mean, we
binoculars.
should save those. By the way, we should save those binoculars for when we get to the double
Yeah, the
card
2
set.
cards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Okie dokie. Oh, zooming out. Wait, there we go. Okay, so I need to draw the bottom card. Madrid, we don't care about.
Vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
And then it's intensify,
Whoops.
and the only thing that can go wrong is Paris.
Yeah.
Paris.
Even
And-
then, it's not actually a
I mean,
big
Paris will
deal
take.
if it does.
Yeah. Milan.
Oh boy.
Okay, now it's kind of shitty if Paris
Now it's
goes.
bad.
Yeah. And
Oh,
oh
oh
jeez.
my
You
god.
know how I
God.
said I was
Jeez.
going to vaccinate Essen and be done?
Yeah, I don't mind if you don't do that.
Yeah.
I prefer
I
you not.
appreciate your understanding in these trying times.
Oh boy. Oh
You
god.
carry on, B. Do whatever you need to do.
Do what you do best.
But
I think. So is it going to be 2 from Milan, 2 from Paris for safety?
I think that makes sense, and then I can take care of St. Petersburg.
so
On my
1,
turn.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a pity. I'm one action short of being able to do St. Petersburg as well.
Ugh.
If
Yeah.
I was in Paris, then it could be it might have been a different story.
Huh.
No, it would have been the exact same story.
Yeah.
Actually, let's see. I can do 1, 1, and then I think I can still just vaccinate Algiers. Actually, if you take care of St.
Yeah.
Petersburg.
Yeah, that might be sensible. I don't
You know
know
what?
if
I'll
these
do
are-
everything apart from St. Petersburg.
Yeah. You're probably just gonna have to be curing Paris and Milan on your next turn, though. Now that you've done that,
I mean, we're
It's a
okay
big
for
call. We'll
we're
see.
okay
it's not like
for
you need to be
getting.
searching really. So.
We're still fine for the epidemic for another couple of turns, at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, are there 2 more epidemics in these 14 cards?
There's one more.
Yeah.
Oh, how come the counter goes up to 2 more spaces then?
I don't actually know.
Is that like hard mode? That's probably an optional hard mode. I think I remember that from the normal game. Could do it like that if you. Oh, Alan, with the final Faded City vaccinated, do you want to do the honors?
Where's the honors?
Flipping over our first mandatory objective card.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I thought there was
nice.
something we had to scratch off or something.
Oh no.
You know what I'm
Nothing
gonna
so
do?
fancy.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
Hang on. I've
What?
just had a thought.
It is kind of eradicated now.
I've just had a thought.
Go on.
What do you think the bonus is for the stockpile? Because obviously
Could be
we
good.
I
It could just
something.
be law. It could be nothing.
Yeah. All the boxes are empty apart from box 8.
You know-
That's only
you know-
if something happens.
You know what I think? I
What?
feel like there might be a secret 13th month. Because this
Yeah.
card says draw this card if you win the game in December, or if you lose the card, or if you lose the game in the second half.
There's only
It
3
seems
cards
Seems like
left.
there's another one. Those are like the 2 occasions that you'd go on to the next game,
okay.
right? You know?
He's
Then
just
we have
starting to
to-
get scary again.
We have to deal with Smarch then.
Okay.
Over to you, James. Do things.
Yeah, so St. Petersburg is the scary.
Yep, that's
so
correct.
I will. Riyadh's only on 2.
Yeah,
and
Karachi
Karachi.
is on 3.
Karachi just go.
I believe it did.
Yeah, it did. Alright, so I'll go to St. Petersburg for 1. Cure a cube.
So that's 2. Then you can still
Now,
go to Atlanta and do a search if you have a black.
I do
He
not.
doesn't have a black.
Oh, well, that's your mistake right there.
He could move Tom to Atlanta.
He could, yeah.
Yeah, that works. Tom,
Okay.
do you consent to being moved to Atlanta?
Yes.
Because Tom could take us all the way to 8, right?
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
he's got-
Probably.
Alright,
Because you
we'll
can
call
just
Tom.
throw your whole hand into it.
Tommy
Almost
is
of it.
the white pawn, right?
Then it starts getting a bit hazy because we're now on the doubles.
Yeah.
Well, when we get to the doubles, that'll be if you can leave it like on 1 blue left, so actually you can discard one of her blues and the
Yeah, and
binoculars.
the binoculars, yeah.
Okay,
Tom,
yeah,
Tom
that's
can
fine.
take us to 8. So
And then leave it on 1 blue. Because
Yeah,
if I'm
why?
going to search, I've got to discard a blue, and then I can use binoculars then to advance it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need to be able to do the first part of the search before you can attach the binoculars on.
That is what we decided, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good then. Oh well, that's better for us, I suppose.
Yeah, because you
so,
have to already be doing the search action.
so 1, 2, cure St. Petersburg. I have 2 moves remaining. I want to cure Hong Kong, Delhi, and Karachi. Maybe I should just take another one off St. Petersburg, so we don't have to immediately cure it again.
Aren't you out of actions? I thought it takes 2 for you to move Tom to Atlanta. Oh no, because that's just there. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have 1 move left.
You blend in with the Great Lakes.
Mm. Yeah, I'm going to take one off St. Petersburg then, so we don't have to keep playing triage.
Yeah.
At least not there.
Yeah, because we're going to draw it this
So-
turn. So
Just reading some of the rules as well. It actually says if someone cannot draw 2 cards, so whoever ends up drawing the last 2 cards, the next person will
Yeah.
at least still have a turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
if they can't draw,
Okay.
then that's when the game ends.
that might come
So-
next for us.
We need to start thinking about not discarding as many cards as we can
Yeah, there's
and
only
using
one.
them.
That's all we have. Yeah, like I was saying,
Yeah.
there are only like 7 black cards left in the
Oh
game.
my-
and we need
oh
6
my
of
lord.
them.
Oh, Epic Land, I'm
I'm gonna
raiding.
go fly to Delhi.
Ah,
Except
Hi,
in
Epic Land.
binoculars and shit. I think there are
Hi,
still
Epic
2
Land,
more
how are you
sets of
guys
binoculars
doing?
in there.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
how
think
are
so.
you guys doing tonight?
It should be.
I saw you were doing a bit of
Time's going now,
vroom
isn't
vroom
it?
racing earlier. I did catch a little bit, I must admit.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody who's joining in. We're just in the middle of a game of Pandemic
Maybe we
Legacy.
can just get away with a quarantine on Hong Kong.
We're just
at
trying to
some
plan our
point
next move.
and not have to go to Asia again.
So, okay, what's
Then we
what's
just-
the
Oh,
what are we
wait,
doing?
no, sorry, it's
So
my
you
turn.
need
So
to
I need to draw. Wait, I need to draw first. I forgot. All right,
Yeah.
I'll slap down a government grant just to use it up, so I don't have to discard as
Um,
much research
yeah.
station. You know what? Let's put it in Beijing. That might come in handy.
Yeah.
Anyone see anything else?
Um,
Maybe one
I
like
think
in
you're-
Delhi.
I think you can.
you
Oh,
can
wait.
put in
because
Delhi.
No, they
that's
can't.
right.
Karachi then. Oh wait, there's one right there. Never mind. I'll
Yeah,
go for
there's-
Beijing.
Beijing would be better.
Cool. Yeah.
Beijing just kind of makes sense. All right, doesn't really matter too much. Then I will draw my 2 cards. I must discard 1. Hang on. Why is my hand so fucked up? There's another.
It
black
says
card
the
here.
stickers. The
Please
stickers
consider-
confused
Uh,
them.
I think we've got enough blue cards between us to be able to kind of get past 12. So maybe James could discard a couple of blues.
Yeah.
I mean, hang on. We've got to work this out because at any point now.
we have 4 reds left in the deck, so
'Cause,
we're going to be drawing a lot of
yeah.
reds coming
But
up.
the thing is, at any point, if we draw the epidemic, the search goes to cold trail, and then we're essentially
Lose
lost
it.
because we can't finish the search.
That's true.
Yeah.
So there's a
So
good chance we just lose, but
Yeah.
we'll have to try and see to get as far as we can.
it's
So,
basically, I think
Yeah.
we've got to think about
let's look at it
the
this
best
way. Let's
best case
plan Tom's
scenario.
turn. So if we do Tom's turn right, he'll end up on
Yeah.
7. Then Atsu will
Yeah.
take a state and then another 2. So we'll need 2 yellows. And
Which I have as well, actually.
But it's,
I think we can-
yes.
I don't know.
Binoculars on.
Yeah, that works. That
Yeah,
works.
you might
Yeah.
have to take. I don't know how that works. You might have to take a second action for the 2 yellows, maybe. But
No, it says you can take.
Well, if I'm doing the search action, I can discard 1 blue to obviously get onto. I think discard
Yeah.
Atlanta, then discard the binoculars during the search action to go up to
yeah,
10, then discard my 2 yellows.
yeah. So then
Well,
that
that
leaves
takes
us
us
on
on
the 2 blues, 2 reds, 2 blacks, and 2 yellows
Yeah.
again.
1, 2.
So that's
Yeah,
all,
so
those are all
after
the cards
that-
we need after Tom's turn.
But then after
Yeah.
that, we need
So-
we have
So keep.
or
your-
actually no.
I think At that
No,
point, we'll have lost.
So you
Hang
need
on,
to
hang
keep
on,
your
hang on.
blacks
Abilities.
outright because none of us have 2 blacks for the next turn.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So 1.
Yeah.
So you need to keep your
Hang on,
blacks.
hang on. Let me just try and
No,
think of
Tom's
something.
using one of his blacks anyway.
My rivals.
So I
not
can't
around
because
this-
I can't give any odd cards just because we're on the same space, can I?
No.
We haven't got that power.
No, it's only a single
Ah.
issue.
that would have really been in such a
So-
handy.
Yeah.
So let's go through this again. So Tom will throw away a bunch of cards to get to 7.
Then I'll
will
pick
throw
up
away
another 2.
blue. It's both of her blues and 2 yellows to get to 11.
That'll be down to
Then
6.
James needs to keep only 2 blues, so just got a blue.
16 is. Oh, well, we're
Oh,
not gonna get
so,
there.
so it is. Never mind. Don't
Yeah.
discard that blue.
So
then we
then
need to. I mean, you can just.
But it's
maybe
probably not
discard-
going to be me to get it on the spot 16, right?
Probably not.
We
And we
need.
s-
If-
I'm
if
So
stuck
we
on
have
the
the
problem
most
is-
in red as well. And you only have the run red, so you wouldn't be able
'cause
to get
the
to
way
first
the way
anyway.
it's shaking out. The way it's shaking out, it's going to come to me on 12, and I'm going to need 2 reds, which I don't have.
Yet.
you have power to
So
pick up
since-
cards from the
And
discard pile.
I'm not
I
going to get them because I'm
don't
only going to draw
actually
them at the end of my turn, and then
know.
at that
Yeah.
point we'll have 100% drawn the epidemic, and we'll have lost.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any
Right, so
powers
discard your
actually
red
that
then.
are.
Well,
Picking
it's
up from
it's,
the
still-
discard
deck chairs-
pile.
it's deck chairs on the Titanic at that point, isn't
'Cause I
it?
don't think
I
we've
say we
got
just ignore the search.
the right
I say we
characters
just
with
ignore
the
the
right
search and make
perks,
sure nowhere outbreaks, and we just run out of the clock
which is a
and
little
die
bit of
a
a
natural death of drawing
pain.
player cards.
Because that might have been able to come in quite handy.
Uh,
I mean, we can at least see how far we get.
Actually, I guess it's not a complete certainty. You're right. You're right.
James,
I
have you still got a draw? Or have you
No,
drawn?
I've just drawn. I need to
You
you need
discard
to
one.
infect though,
Ah.
right?
He needs to infect, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So you absolutely should not discard your blacks.
No.
Yeah.
You could discard your blues. Well,
A
'cause-
blue.
yeah, a blue.
I'll do a blue then.
Yeah.
That's probably the least likely to come up. I'm very unlikely to do 12 and succeed in all the. It's physically impossible for
Made
me
that
to.
nice piece of cake.
need
very
That
likely to do
makes a
in
lot
one
of
turn.
sense.
12
Yeah.
and
I mean, it's looking at the moment
60. 'Cause
like
I'll
I
have
think
need
we're going to
either of the
be.
binoculars, which I don't currently
We're
have,
definitely going to
or,
be
like,
going to the
every
next
other
game.
card in
But
between, so I'd
we've
have
already
to have, like,
completed
10
one
cards
objective.
to
Yeah.
need
So
4 blues. So that's
the next
not
game, I
happening. So
think,
yeah,
is
having
pretty
blues
much
makes
going to
sense.
be
Now I shall draw the top
stockpile on
3
Atlanta,
cards.
draw
Back up.
cards,
Yeah, those
and
eradicated. Fuck yeah.
basically try and
I
get
mean-
to the end.
not technically the truth, but we'll take it.
Okay,
And New
yeah.
York.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Over to you, Tom.
Let's
take it away now.
play this out and see how it goes. So
I feel like this is out of my hands now.
search, get rid of those, and the 1 blue.
Yeah.
To take it to there, and then we draw. So we just got to hope this is not an epidemic.
Hang on, you've only done one action.
Yeah, there's nothing really else I can do, can I?
You could go and be clean up somewhere.
You could also go sit in Washington to give someone Washington.
Interesting. I come
No one
up.
saw that.
So yeah, you could.
Oh.
So if you go to Washington, I can go to Washington, take the card, and go in and do the double blues.
Also, if we draw the epidemic early, like shit could vaccine and make the rest of our game harder in the future. Not that not
Yeah.
that much harder, but like
But the thing is, if we've
Probably
only
better
got,
than that.
if we only have finding the stockpile for the next game, then wouldn't that make sense just to all stockpile in Atlanta, and then just have one person going around possibly curing everything else?
I think like the first, probably the way the next turn is shaping up, we're just gonna have like all of
Like
us just eradicating, not like curing, just like getting rid of all the cubes in the normal
Yeah.
diseases, and then we all just camp on Atlanta, just going like, I put 1 card, I put 1 card, just like whenever we get them.
Yeah, the downside is
Yeah.
going to be whenever the epidemic is going to be a bit harder because we need to get rid of 3 cubes somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the catch.
Yep.
But
Then
that's only going to be
hopefully-
about half the time.
I mean, Atlanta has a research station.
But then again-
we're pretty well connected.
But then again, even if we draw the next epidemic, it goes to cold trail, so we can't win anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, certainly think next time we go around, Tom switches to.
But the game doesn't end just because we can't reach our
medic.
objectives. Like we could still get outbreaks and shit after the
Yeah.
epidemic's drawn,
That's
and
true.
we
That
are
is
in
true.
an unwinnable situation. It's not like we can just be like, no, we're not playing anymore. Stop, diseases, stop. It's against the rules. So that's why I'm saying we should think about running down the clock in a safe-ish way.
Yeah. Well, certainly after my search go, I'm going to fly to Riyadh and take one off of Karachi and then quarantine something.
Yeah, if you've like done all your cards that you
Alright.
can, that might make sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the end of your
So
turn, you can quarantine anyway.
So I've moved to
Yeah.
Washington. So then, if
so
you
that
if you
means-
go to Washington, then you can have that
the downside is for me to pick up the Washington card. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't just walk there. So
Ah,
I'd have to fly. I'd have to fly to Atlanta, which means I have to discard a card, and then I have to walk out and walk back in.
Why
So
can't
could
you walk
you-
there?
Because I don't have the actions to do that, and then search.
Point.
and also because of the scar.
Wait, can't you
Yeah.
go to Cairo and then to Atlanta?
Yeah, but then I'd be discarding a card to go to Atlanta, go to Washington, go back into Atlanta, discard another card.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Could you not fly
Yeah,
to
damn.
Mexico?
That actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's the same problem.
Yeah, but you need to pick up Washington anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
I can't.
He
The only
might
way I
get
can
to search in
get
his
Washington
turn.
and then do something. I mean, I actually could just do it. To be fair,
Yeah.
you walk to Washington, pick it up, walk back in. But then she won't have the extra blue she needs. Just she's using up both of hers.
Hmm.
So I mean, I can throw away a blue and a red. Sorry, not blue and a red. Sorry. A black, red, or yellow. One combination of either of those, and pick up Washington and then do a search. But that's as far
Yeah.
as I can go. So that pushes it through that the blue border, but it doesn't push it past the red one, which is
No.
the more annoying issue. So maybe I just have to just cure and James can use his 2 blues. In which case,
Yeah.
Tom doesn't need to stay in Washington. He can do whatever he wants. So if he wants to stay in Washington, I'm not going to stop him.
Maybe I might say Tom rescinds his move to Washington and flies to, maybe say, Bangkok and cure Hong Kong.
So I've already taken.
Taken 1 action to search, 2 to fly to Bangkok, 3 to go to Hong Kong, 4 to remove all cubes from Hong Kong.
Three. Oh. He's in the pile. Hong Kong could go. Karachi could go. Yeah,
It's
it's
your
either,
choice. It's either you go to Bangkok or Riyadh, whichever
Yeah,
one you think you would.
it'd be either Bangkok. It'd be either Hong Kong or Karachi could potentially go when the next epidemic is
Yeah.
drawn. And then Hong Kong would be the safest because then we can just take everything off in one go.
Yeah.
It's not like it's much to get back to Atlanta like we can do much at
Yeah.
this point anyway. So it's a case of whether does anyone want Washington?
I don't think any of us can feasibly take it and then get
No.
past the 12 mark. You know,
No.
who would be able to would be James flying into Atlanta and doing it himself.
So I mean, I can guess onto 12, but then no one will be able to get onto 13 because none of us
Yeah.
have 2 reds.
Yeah.
And if we aren't going to get past the 13 anyway, I can just get James to pick up the 2 blues.
Have we only got one card with binoculars on?
No,
There's
we
another
have
in the deck
2 more.
somewhere.
Yeah.
We have
We
two
have 2
more.
more.
London, yeah.
That's so unlucky. Holy fuck.
At least we still have 2 more.
Yeah, we should do.
It's ri-
Uh,
hang on. No, we can't because we've got to draw.
and don't forget, next epidemic, if we're worried about an outbreak, we could just nuke that city.
Yeah.
So I just can't do much useful this time around. I can, if Tom stays in Washington, I could throw away a bunch of cards to do that, or I guess let James do it his turn.
Yeah. I mean, we're trying to keep hold as well. I'd say try and keep as many cards as we can, but it
Yeah.
really depends on obviously what you draw. We've got enough cards for one go around plus one extra person, so. And basically, it's gonna probably like get to B's turn, and obviously that's gonna like do or die. Obviously, we're gonna get another epidemic anyway, so just do whatever you want, Tom. We're not gonna get past this.
Make a move.
There. I'm going to our super secret safe island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll move to Hong Kong and cure Hong Kong because there's it saves one thing from outbreaking all completely in there.
Oh, you missed.
Yeah. How could you miss? It was right there.
Because I'm going blind.
You spilled it everywhere.
No, I wish I was joking at that. Okay.
Right. Let's get these
Well,
cards.
I've already seen what cards I'm getting. It's London Manila.
Oh, okay.
I mean, now you do have the 2
That might
reds,
come in
though.
handy.
Yeah.
And in
And
fact,
you can just get back into Bangkok.
Delhi,
Delhi, Paris,
Istanbul.
and Istanbul is fine.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Right,
So-
well, let's discard Atlanta to start the search. So there, discard the binoculars to go boop boop. And then discard these two to go boop. Okay.
Nice.
Then whichever one I don't do, I'm gonna quarantine. But obviously now Delhi's gone anyway, so
You know, if Mumbai had binoculars on it, I think we would have won this.
Yeah. Or if we had like binoculars in our hands instead of stuck in the deck uselessly. Or like in the
So
if we had
the
them
other
in the
option
bag.
is if
like,
either of
put
us,
them on.
if either me or Atsu draw binoculars, is you teleport Tom and them together. Oh, but then you to
You
the
need
same
to be in the right city. Yeah. Right.
If we get lucky with the positioning of the binoculars.
Action. Yeah.
If we had like a rival and we could swap binoculars, that would be amazing.
I mean, even if we take it to the next game, at least we can pretty much prepare
All we have
using.
to worry about is just doing the searching.
Yeah, I feel like we'll get it
Yeah.
no problem when it's our only obstacle.
Because now
Yeah.
there's actually no more blues in the deck,
Yeah.
but we have all the blues that we need to get to
Yeah.
it if we need to.
Well, anyways, I guess we'll just have to see how it shapes out.
Probably going to draw an
so-
Yeah.
epidemic here and lose. So
Atsu,
Oh,
you
gotcha.
should definitely quarantine Karachi or Delhi.
I take
Yeah.
Karachi because Delhi just went.
Yeah. Well, they're both in there.
Oh, they're
right?
both in there. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, you are.
Yeah, I mean,
So
if
just,
it wasn't in there, we should be panicking about Karachi.
yeah. Really, it's either like I'm gonna go and I mean I know Paris has gone anyway as well. So if I go and take one from Paris, cure, put quarantine on Karachi, I don't know what to do on my turn. Really,
Well, you have what?
I'm gonna
You have
quarantine
basically
something.
2 actions and then a quarantine left, right?
Yeah,
That's not enough time to do too much.
yeah,
You can go to Brad or you go to Beijing. You can't really do much else other than that, really.
nah,
And it might be more useful just keeping you on Atlanta and you just quarantining from distance so that James can throw
Yeah.
people onto you. Because that might be the difference between us trading binoculars and moving
Yeah.
them onto the right spot or not.
yeah, exactly. I can only do once per turn though, really. So where do you think it's best for me to do quarantine?
I
Karachi
think-
or Paris?
I think Karachi, I can do Paris.
All right, and I put a quarantine on Karachi.
Yep.
And let's see what I draw. Oh look, I got 2 reds.
That's
How-
unfortunately useless now that Tom has 2 reds.
Yeah.
How
And
can there still be
no other
two?
binoculars. We didn't just get like 1 set, did we?
Yeah, we got one in the
Have.
entirety.
Unless you've already discarded.
No, There's
Oh, we'd have remembered
nothing in the
binoculars.
there's nothing in the discard.
Yeah.
Maybe we only got 2 binoculars then.
I mean, we've only used one.
Chicago had binoculars on. And that's near the very
Chicago.
bottom of the pile now.
What did we use Chicago for?
I don't remember.
I mean, I can't
Um,
imagine. Wouldn't
Oh no,
I
was
can't
it
imagine.
Chicago mine?
I think it was. I think this is the
Chicago
reverse
must
order.
have been mine. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Lagos is on the
cartoon
very
had-
top,
I
and
know,
at the
that's
bottom there.
fine.
bottom.
You
Yeah.
worried us. You worried us for a second
I'm
there.
sorry. Yeah.
Let's see.
They must be just in the. We just haven't just draw. We just had terrible luck in drawing them. Then they must be the last ones in the 6th pile here.
Jeez.
Well, okay.
Guess we'll find
So,
out.
draw the top 3 Atsu.
Yep. Kinshasa,
Tehran.
Tehran,
Tehran is on.
and
3 now?
Riyadh. Yeah.
God, that
So
that, that,
Riyadh.
that place.
I
that
mean,
place is
yeah, it's
looking-
definitely was right to put Karachi there. It's the.
I
it's the
think we
two-
should just stop searching and fix this massive fucking problem. Because if one of those goes, they're all going to go to level 4.
I mean, I'm not going to be searching anyway.
Okay.
So, and it's my turn.
Yeah, break the wheel.
Well, I was going to go for Paris, but yeah, that seems a bit more useful. So I can go 1, 2, 3. And then I could take one away from Karachi. That's kind of pointless.
Yeah, that's got.
Oh,
well,
so I get to do this. Do you feel safer now?
That's
mm,
pretty safe.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can only see 2.
I mean, but everything is already in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can take one from Karachi, or I could. Oh, but by going into there, I need to discard a card. So, I mean,
yeah, from Riyadh.
I'm never going to need a red again, though. So,
Yeah, no.
then I can go somewhere.
Mm.
So
We
we're
should think of
100% going to
Karachi
draw an
anyway.
epidemic by the end of my turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're never going to. We're unable to get past the red 13.
So I say we just call it quits.
Oh my god,
here.
red 13, like Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, we
guys.
can't just call it quits. That's not how that works.
I
You gotta
mean-
play out to the bitter end.
Yeah, we need to call it quits on the search. We need to maintain Asia not getting the
Yeah.
fucked up. So on my turn, I'm going to zip over and cure some shit too.
I mean, so I guess I'll just,
Yeah.
since I have 2 more actions, I just get rid of everything there.
Move to Karachi, then I'm better positioned when I zip myself over to you. That's my suggestion. And you can cure like 1 in Karachi while you're there, or cure 2 in Riyadh.
You took 2 from Riyadh.
Oh yeah, either or.
I think leave it so you've taken 2 from Riyadh because Karachi isn't going to go.
And it's got quarantine on it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw cards here.
Well, I can only cure Tehran or Delhi.
I've got binoculars.
I think it's better to take one off Karachi because if Delhi or Tehran go, then Karachi
Oh, yeah,
will.
Good point.
It's
Yeah, good
possible that it
point.
will chain
It's
react.
hit twice.
We'll move over on that one. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
I have
yeah.
binoculars.
Yay! We're all gonna get
To us now.
binoculars.
Yay.
If
James is guaranteed an epidemic though.
so, if we can get to 0, then you can use the binoculars. So
I
if
can
you
get
go
what?
to Beijing, move to Seoul.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Right
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, it's impossible to use the binoculars this turn. And this is the only turn that it's possible to use them on. Okay. So 1, let's just stop this place.
Yeah, because we need 2 more blues.
Wait a minute, let's see, what do you have?
I do have
Yeah,
a
can you-
nuclear option. I could just nuke Atlanta. Fuck your samples, you know? That should be an alternate win condition.
Yeah.
Oh, the samples are in Atlanta? It'll take you
no.
years to find them, and then we just launch a fucking nuke.
Or you just
No,
Aerosol.
nobody has
Is
them.
there any way we can get a red card to James?
It's impossible.
No.
You'll have to do it on this turn. I'll have to like fly to Atlanta.
Yeah,
There's no way.
it's impossible to get it to him and then move him to Atlanta.
Yeah.
If he had 2 more actions, then he could do it.
But alas, so I'm just going to do what I said.
Um,
One. People still thinking. It doesn't seem like there's anything to think about.
I'm
No,
thinking.
yeah.
So.
Are you thinking still?
Two. Oh, you can think
Yeah.
all you like, but you won't come up with anything.
I mean, actually, I was thinking about a sacrifice play.
Oh, really? So we
Yeah.
don't draw.
Um,
But that only stops us from drawing the infection step, not the player cards.
Yeah. he's
I
still
mean,
gonna go with
unless you
Epidemic.
die.
Unless I die.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
that's-
really, then you lose all your cards, which is kind of counter to the point.
Counter.
But
I think literally if we lose all our cards, we don't just have enough cards to even.
Yeah, if
not
you
with
can't-
my binoculars.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna. That's 3. And I don't want to be in Tehran in case it goes off, so I'll just take another one off Delhi. Fuck it. Epidemic time.
Oh, look
There
at
it is.
that! Cold Trail.
Alright, draw the bottom card. Hopefully not Delhi. Oh,
Nah,
no,
it wouldn't be
can't-
Delhi.
It can't be, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Osaka. Whatever. That's good, it's not a chain reaction-y thing. The worst thing would be like SN, if SN went.
So it goes up to 4 now, right? On the draw.
Yeah.
No one-
That's true. So
Yeah.
intensify and then draw.
The trouble is, as well, we've gone Cold Trails, so we technically lose it because this is a mandatory objective here, and there's
Yeah.
no way we can complete it.
Oh wait, I have. So do we want to nuke a city?
I mean, you can nuke Osaka. That's the only one that's really a danger here.
Oh, but I like Osaka.
Dude, we can't send another nuke at Japan.
What do you mean
Like,
we?
Of all the like, look how fucked like Asia is, and we're like, oh, Osaka
Oh, yeah,
suddenly
don't
got
blame
3
the Middle
people
East.
popping in it. Nuke for you. They're not like about to fall or anything. They're just like having mild protests. They're not even rioting yet.
You
They're just
I
like,
could
oh, we're
say-
kind of unhappy.
So, anyways,
know, if-
James, you remember how I said we need to send a nuke from India?
Uh huh.
Where are you?
He's in India.
Where's the giant, Mansley?
I told you, Gandhi.
We could nuke Tehran. Okay, guys, opinions on nuking Tehran.
Well,
Where's
I'm not
Tehran?
in there,
Where's
so
that?
I don't feel that
No.
bad. It would make
mean-
it fallen though, and that is kind of in the middle of a lot of stuff.
That is true.
Osaka, on the other hand, is in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my god.
I was kind of thinking if we really want to say like fuck you to the Zodiac, either nuking Mexico because it gets rid of military base, or nuking Moscow.
I don't think it does it? Removal.
Oh.
It would.
I-
They keep the base, and we'd lose the vaccine center.
No,
there.
existing, is it structures?
It's just research
It's
stations are
research stations.
destroyed.
Ah.
And then when we got the vaccine centers, I think it added that also they get destroyed in rioting things.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That guy's my idea.
I'm saying Osaka, if you want to nuke anywhere, seems to be the right choice.
Alright, let's put it to a vote. Should we nuke Osaka for marginal benefit?
I don't think we should use a nuke. I just think if we do, we should send it to Osaka.
Okay. So you're on the no.
I abstain from choosing a place to nuke.
No, you voted a no, Alan. You said you don't think we should use a nuke. That's
Yeah.
a no. What are the other votes, Atsu?
We did promise Kiro to nuke something.
We'll
but-
have next turn, right?
Yeah, we will
Oh.
have next turn.
I mean, someone in Tom's chat has voted yes.
Well, they're not on the
Hero
Alpha
is,
team, are they?
Silent.
Hey, this isn't Jackbox, okay? We're not asking the audience here. We're a highly trained group of professionals.
I mean, you're only considering
And
that
we're
you
making a
can be
serious
president to
decision
it.
about whether to nuke Japan for the third and potentially final time.
You're only saying that you only wanted to get, you only got the nuke because you got peer pressured into it.
Yeah, and now I have it. I want to use it.
Exactly, that's peer
Oh
pressure.
no.
And if Kiro isn't here to say yes, then he's gonna miss it.
Alright,
What's
I'm
the
gonna-
point?
I'm gonna vote we hold on to it until the finale.
Yes, I say wait
Oh.
till the finale. I mean, Kiro is
Okay.
anxiously waiting for the boom, but I think we wait until the finale. And then we do the boom.
Ah.
Okay, the nays have it. Nays have it for now.
Give peace a chance.
we're turning back our synchronous keys that we were all ready.
The
We've gone back down
nose.
to DEFCON 4.
The nose have it. The
Alright,
nose have
now
it.
I will-
Unlock.
Intensify and draw 4, unless anyone wants to stop me.
I mean, there's no point in
I
us
mean, I want to
carrying on at
stop
this
you. I just
point.
can't.
3 ads. It's 1.
Good, good.
Two,
Karachi,
3.
Beijing, and New York.
Alright, good. Nothing happened. Now, we have 2 more turns. You
Did
say.
you draw?
I
Did you
don't
draw your
think we
cards?
have lost already anyway, because there's no way we can
Yeah.
finish the search. We technically have lost.
Indeed.
I mean, yeah.
But we need to play it out. Tom,
Do we? Do we really need to play it out?
that's the rules. Like, it's shit. Epidemicing on a losing game is part of the
okay.
game.
In Soviet Russia, nose has you.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't. The game ends only when the outbreak marker reaches the end. We haven't had an outbreak. You're unable to place disease or faded figures, or if you can't draw 2 player cards after you've done your turn.
Okay.
So we
it's
have
on the end
another
of
draw
Axie's
of
turn.
4 infection cards, which means that's
Yeah.
another 4 cards that could be Tehran or
Osaka.
Osaka.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So I
Let's
think
just do clear
well,
up.
I'll do Tehran. So from
No one ever
Hong Kong.
says
Yeah.
Osaka.
I can always nuke Osaka. We still have that.
Osaka as well.
So draw cards. Oh look, event
Event
forecast.
forecast.
Do we kind of want to play this now, just so that we know what we're going to
Yes.
place?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. When else are we going to play it?
So we do only
Yeah.
have 2 sets of binoculars then.
I guess so,
Yeah,
yeah.
we do.
Okay, Osaka's not in there.
That's
Good.
fine. There's nothing else
Tehran's
really
not
that's
in
going to.
there. We don't.
We don't want
care.
Milan. We don't.
Paris. Need to
We
put
don't
Paris
want.
at the very bottom.
Yeah, we don't want Milan and we don't want Paris. But the
Milan
rest
is
we
fine
can.
on 2,
Sorry.
so Milan is fine.
I mean, actually can take care of Paris just before that goes. So
Yeah.
if you leave Paris at the bottom and then leave the rest, whatever, it should be fine. And then we'll lose, but we wouldn't have actually lost anything.
Yeah.
Okay. That was about how I thought this game was going to
1,
go.
2,
Yeah.
3.
I mean, it was
4.
a lot closer than the end, to be
4.
honest. We were a
Yeah.
ton of away from doing it, really.
Like you say, if we got if you had the binoculars on like one of our other cards, we would have been great.
I still
Wait a
don't know why
minute.
we only given 2 binoculars. That's ridiculous. Oh well. Okay. Alrighty, so zip to Milan. Oop.
So you wanted to get rid of Paris?
Could do. I mean, I've got a quarantine I can do. No, Okay, fine. We'll go
Right.
to Paris.
Because Milan's already in the deck.
Yeah, I can't draw any cards anyways. It's going to lose on my turn, so it doesn't matter what I do at this point.
Yeah. Well, you could have gone out searching.
I could have gone.
Oh shit! You know what? We should do next time. We should have
Yeah.
Tom play the medic again
Yeah, you can be
'Cause-
medic and you can do the clear up while we
because
search.
we don't need the vaccination
well,
anymore, do we?
You know, what we should do is we see some kind of forensic scientist to track them down
Indeed.
Yes.
with the
I see
help
what
of a
you're saying.
researcher. So basically,
Very
just bring
nice.
back the original crew.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that-
just
that's-
that's what lovely bookends.
That's pretty
Yeah.
fitting. That sounds pretty good.
That's a real
As you
season
draw
finale.
your last pathetic cards.
But
Can't draw.
and the game has ended.
Dun dun dun.
Game over.
Well, I should say it was pretty close.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
0 outbreaks. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's fucking impressive, considering we didn't really
I
cure a
mean-
single disease. Like,
Honestly, it gets a little less impressive when you see just how much of the board is vaccinated.
Yeah.
that's impressive in and of itself, though, Alan. That's just a
Yeah,
different
but
kind
it's
of
a
impressive.
different way. I don't like change.
I want to be traditionally impressive.
But not that one.
I mean, on the plus side as
back
well,
in.
considering at least half, maybe 2/3 of the world is actually vaccinated.
I'd say it's getting close to 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, who dropped their vaccines outside of the bag?
You saw nothing.
I saw everything.
Wait, is
No,
that
you
why we had so few vaccines that game?
Yeah. It's just, I kept hold of some on my card because I've not vaccinated a single bloody thing.
Well, we just haven't. Now the vaccine centers are useless. They're a waste of taxpayer money.
Oh, can we sabotage them?
No,
I
it
don't
has
think
to
we
be
can.
military. Yeah, you can only sabotage military bases,
Right.
of which we do still have 2.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe I could have, instead of protecting the world, I could have just gone and blown Moscow up. Okay, so now we have some funding, and we also have the end game upgrades.
Ooh. Of which, what can we really get?
We could get that research station in Beijing. We could also get unfunded events.
What ones have we got left?
I don't think any of them are good.
Nah.
I mean,
yeah, we could very well nuke them.
yeah, most of them are awful. We could also do character upgrades or put equipment on things. Honestly, I don't
Oh.
think
Is there any
we have
equipment we
anything
can?
we really want anymore.
Especially since we're not going to be using. I mean, the only person who's going to be using sim character again is going to be James. So if we put upgrades on these 3 characters we're playing as, we're not going to use them next turn anyway.
So we can't really do any positive mutations.
Nah.
We can do maybe a star research station. We could maybe do an unfunded event, but we don't want to. I mean, the best unfunded event we have would be remove a disease cube from a square, which isn't awful. It's fun because that's the only thing that's going to be holding us back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not amazing.
Yeah.
And then
And
after that,
we want to be discarding a card anyway to use that thing. We want to
Yeah,
keep
which is
our cards.
also why we don't really want equipment anymore. Because I mean, most of the equipment we can get, we just don't need anymore because we don't have faded anymore.
Yeah, and there's no binoculars left in there, so we can't even zooming in. We can't even use binoculars.
Yeah, I'm surprised we only have 2 binoculars in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because everything else is coming out in sets of 3.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we did such a good job in the last 2 rounds preparing to vaccinate the entire world. It's a good job,
Yeah.
Fred. Good job on us collectively from realizing they're going to want us to vaccinate everything, aren't they?
It could have been so much worse if we'd let it spread it even more.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good point.
I suppose if we really wanted to, we could get a parachute, because then someone can take a direct or charter flight even into a rioting or collapsing city.
And that is only a show, so it doesn't actually use it up.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could stick 3 parachutes out.
We've only got we've got 2 parachutes.
We could stick out 2 parachutes and 1 other miscellaneous. But
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
do we even need? Guess a med kit, but not really even.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Let's see,
basically just going to
nothing we
be
need.
next time. It's going to be a lot of me
Curing.
as the researcher throwing cards at the scientists, so the scientists can do research.
Yeah.
Maybe make the research station in Beijing permanent. We really have nothing we really need right now.
Yeah.
We could make it permanent.
I've got all the upgrades I can hold. We're not going to be playing any of the others.
Upgrade. I mean, I have loads of space for character upgrade.
We're not going to be playing Rosie next turn, though, are we?
No, but I mean, I could.
You could.
But then our combo wombo.
Rosie's Scar is like really crippling in this for this use case, though.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was awful. What can we get? We can increase hand limit. We can we could actually add the ability to discard a card to draw a card.
But we're
Yeah,
not
but
going
it's
to
not the
use.
same
We're not
color,
even
so
going
it
to use them again. We're never going to use them again. Why bother? Like the only things that might even have a slight impact is the Beijing research station and like the parachutes.
I mean, don't underestimate the flexible one actually, because you can discard a blue or a red to get binoculars again.
Flexible? What's that?
It's a character upgrade.
Who's going to get it though?
I mean, you can't answer that yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I mean, at this point, the multiple identities doesn't really mean that much anymore because we don't have military bases, and otherwise you can always fly between the rest of them anyway.
It's true. It's true. That's a very good point.
Oh, you got rid of the one underneath it. I just wanted to see a really fat stack of upgrades if you kept on replacing them.
I thought it would make it glitch out even more, so I didn't want to risk
That's
it.
why I wanted it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that could work. If you're happy with me getting another character upgrade.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you say, we're not going to have the other people anymore.
Like I had 4 out of my 2 character upgrades now. I feel like I've really So what was the one? The flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It costs an action to do it, but if it's for like full binoculars, that's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
And then
always
we're gonna
got
have my arrival out next time, right? So
yeah,
that's
Which-
gonna be mad.
which does to really make it a little bit less useful, but it's a 1-for-1 instead of a 1-for-2.
It's twice as valuable. All right, for you this time, I will just slap it over the top.
Beautiful.
There you go. You get a fuck shit stack. A fuck shit stack. And my service record, always year long, baby.
Yeah.
In from the fucking start. Light motherfucking Yagami, man. All right, what's the other upgrade going to be then? The parachutes or the Beijing Center? I mean, I feel like we're more likely to want to go to Beijing than we are to want to drive into Sydney, Johannesburg, or Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, the parachute is fly. It's fly into writing or above.
We still never need to go to Sao Paulo, Johannesburg, or Sydney. They're vaccinated.
That's correct,
everything
but
around
that's also
them
not what
is-
the parachute does.
Yeah, but
So it's kind
yeah,
of,
but
that's
but
not
I'm still
really
right that we don't fucking need it. So good job making my argument more correct. But you're still
Yeah.
I mean,
Make
no,
lots-
less correct because there's a lot more 2s and 3s on the board.
Yeah. But then again, it only really kind of is effective for like if it's collapsing because you discard a card of that city's card to drive or ferry into it.
Parachute is
It's just like-
specifically for flying into them.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't help it if you want to just walk into them.
yeah. I
It's
guess
if
that
you want
makes
to-
sense.
If you need to fly into Khartoum for whatever reason, with that parachute you'll be able to, and it won't use up the parachute.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, imagine
Well,
just like driving into a city and being like, "Nah, I'm good. I got a parachute, like a drag racer."
Well, at the minute, the only cities that can be affected are the ones that are at level 2. So they are pretty
Or
safe.
3.
2 or 3, same symbol though.
Yeah, but we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the ones that are 3 have been vaccinated, so they're never going to get infected.
No,
Mhm.
you can't fly into them right now. If you
No,
wanted
you-
to fly into Khartoum, you couldn't.
No.
Doesn't matter if it's vaccinated or not. That's what the parachute is changing.
Because you can just show it and then take a direct flight into that city.
Or
But I
out
mean,
of
for
it, or
I mean,
whatever.
for Khartoum, for example, is there really any point in flying to Khartoum?
But no,
There's
but
not,
then you
because
like Mumbai or Tehran or Delhi.
mean,
they're
it-
all
Yeah,
very
very
that's a good
useful.
point. Yeah, there were a couple times where I really wanted to fly into like Tehran and Delhi and stuff. Yeah, let's do the parachutes then.
I mean, I still think Beijing is also useful. I was saying that the parachutes
Yeah.
are an equally viable option.
I feel like I'm more on the side of the parachutes now. Now that you've explained it.
But
It-
that
it-
just proves
it's-
your point even more.
I think it's
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah, no.
sort of trade-off, because having the research station in Beijing means we can reach the top reds a lot easier, but
Yeah,
then
it's a lot easier to clean those up.
but then having the things in Tehran and Delhi that we can get into and Moscow
yeah.
is still pretty good. But then
But we do
again,
have a fairly
the
good
research-
network into those blacks.
See, I
Yeah.
thought like the direct flights might. I was going to say it might help us with like me ferrying people around so we can get the trading out easier. But if we got the super combo next game, we probably won't even fucking need that. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you guys might need to give cards to our scientists.
It's true.
Yeah.
It probably will be a multi-man effort this time, rather
Yeah,
than
I
just
mean,
like.
as far as I'm concerned, it will be easy for me to give cards out to anyone,
Mhm.
especially Atsu. For you guys, if you need to trade between yourselves, then it's a lot harder. And
Alright.
then moving around will be useful for you guys.
I'm gonna put my vote for parachutes, and I'm just gonna check out mentally now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go put my vote in for Beijing,
Oh God.
and
Hmm.
I'm gonna watch you fight.
Alan, we just did a switcheroo.
No, I was always on the
Rivals.
opinion of Beijing. I just pointed out the value of the parachutes to you.
Hey Atsu, do you want to abstain from this vote?
Oh, considering that being James's characters are rivals, let's say yeah, we'll abstain and let them fight it out.
Well,
I mean, we can just flip a coin.
You could.
yeah.
All
I'm down
right.
for that.
Okay,
Why
so
flip a
since we have
coin
this
when we can
anyway,
roll a four-sided die?
so let's say even Beijing, odd parachutes.
You realise I can actually just flip a coin here.
Beijing. Well, while you're, finding your pockets, we've already decided to put a research station on Beijing.
Nice.
Actually, now I think no, we do have a starring sticker. Good.
Yeah, that's our last research station.
It's funny that there's more starting than there are actual research stations, because you can lose them and then you can put another starring one down.
Fun.
Last time we were really worried since there's a state on the starting vaccine factory sticker, but I just realized that's just in case a city goes rioting when you had one built, so you can change the sticker to burnt down. We were really worried they were going to sabotage all of our vaccine centers or something.
Cool. Well, I think that's it then.
The other advantage of not picking parachutes is then we don't have to go through the entire player deck finding the 3 cards you want to change.
Yeah, that's a good point actually as well, because God forbid.
There's a lot of value of that.
Yeah.
Whew, long game this time. And next week we definitely 100% fix it for sure.
Game saved.
Then again, we started late for one because of my technical issues, and then also I
Yeah.
had to take a break to feed Cat.